Just started university, and my beautiful tutor turns out to be the mother of my child. This video is purely for entertainment and does not infringe on copyrights or laws. The rights to the novel and image belong to the original author. We do not claim ownership. Don't like waiting and want to listen to this fanfic in full now? Subscribe to our Patreon, where you'll find the best fanfics. Chapter 1626, The Strongest Backing. Come on, let's eat. Lin Feng's mother Juggling called out. Wow, the food mom cooked smells so good. Thank you for your hard work, mom and dad. Zhang Yuxi said immediately. Hey, there are so many delicious foods tonight. Come on, let's eat. Mother Juggling said with a smile. Come on, let's eat. Lin Feng's father Lin Dashan also came out of the kitchen and said. Well, okay. I feel hungry when I smell the aroma of the food. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Okay, let's start eating. Lin Dashan said. I'm hungry too. Lin Feng said. Hurry up and sit down to eat. Come on, Yuxi, drink some soup first. Lin Feng's mother Juggling said. Okay, thank you mom. Zhang Yuxi said. Mom, where's mine? Lin Feng asked. Little boy, do it yourself. Girls should drink more soup. If you have time, make more soup for Yuxi. Mother Juggling said. Well, I know, I will. Lin Feng said with a smile. He often cooks for me. It takes some time to make soup, so sometimes he just notifies the nanny to come over, and if there is enough time, he will make soup for me personally. Zhang Yuxi looked at Lin Feng with a smile and said. Well, that's about right. Anyway, I always tell Lin Feng to be more tolerant of you. Take good care of you, so that your parents will be relieved. But this brat really behaves very well, and I don't need to remind him at all. He takes very good care of you. As elders, we are also very happy to see that you two live such a good life. Lin Feng's mother Juggling said. It's mainly the credit of you two, mom and dad, to cultivate such an excellent Lin Feng. Mom and dad, you have worked hard. Zhang Yuxi said. Hey, Yuxi, you don't have to say that. Mom and dad are just ordinary people, and it is a blessing for us to be able to teach our son to be outstanding. Lin Feng's father Lin Dashan said with a smile. Haha, Yuxi is sweet-mouthed and pretty. Our Lin Feng is also blessed. Of course, being our daughter-in-law and marrying into our family is also a blessing for our family. Mother Juggling said with a smile. Haha, no. Zhang Yuxi said shyly after being praised. Wife, I am rarely praised by my parents. It seems that you are really excellent in their eyes. Lin Feng said. Yuxi, we are all family, don't be polite, just speak up if you have anything. Sometimes we can also help you. You don't have to have any psychological burden, we will definitely stand by your side wherever we are. Lin Feng's mother Juggling said. Haha, okay. Mom and dad, you don't have to be so polite. Zhang Yuxi waved her hand and said quickly. Wife, it's okay now, everyone in the family is supporting you. This shows how high your family status is. Since I have a wife, my family status has disappeared. Lin Feng smiled and joked. Haha. There was laughter at the dinner table. You're welcome. We also hope that if you have any difficulties in the future, Yuxi, we can help you. Don't be polite. Don't worry, we will definitely fully support your work and try our best to help you. Anyway, we only have Lin Feng as our son, so as long as you two need help, mom and dad will do their best to help. Mother Juggling said. All the money dad earns now is for you. You can do whatever you want. Now that Lin Feng has developed his career so well, dad also believes in your judgment. Lin Feng's father Lin Dashan said with a smile. Dad, you can keep the money you earn for yourself. We don't need any help. Besides, Lin Feng is so capable, we should earn money for mom and dad. You don't have to work so hard. Eat and play when you should, and travel when you have time. Zhang Yuxi said. That's right. Yuxi is very reasonable. You elders should not work too hard. Take good care of your body. As children, we will be satisfied if you are healthy. Lin Feng said. Lin Feng's mother Juggling and father Lin Dashan, after listening to their son and daughter-in-law, all nodded. After all, Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi are a young couple, and they also have a lot of things to do, so as parents, they should try their best to stay healthy and live a good life every day. Try not to cause trouble to the young mouth. After all, in addition to attending classes, Lin Feng, as the president of the company, has more things to do. Mother Jocelyn and father Lin Dashan did not plan to participate too much in the lives of Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi. Lin Feng's parents are still very open-minded and have a sense of propriety. This also makes Zhang Yuxi feel that Lin Feng's parents respect her very much. Anyway, the two children are not young now, and they can basically be independent. They will no longer rely on their parents for everything like they did when they were young. They need to have their own space, their own privacy, and their own lives. These are what parents should respect, and they are also the freedom and rights that their sons and daughters-in-law should have. I am also very happy. You two children are living a good life. You two are so great. As your parents, we are very happy. We are also relieved. Lin Feng's mother Jocelyn said with a smile. Well, if you need anything from our parents, tell Dad, and Dad will definitely try his best to help you. Anyway, Mom and Dad are your strongest support. Lin Feng's father Lin Dashan also spoke up. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Our family together will always be the happiest family. After hearing what Lin Feng's parents said, Zhang Yuxi also answered. Zhang Yuxi's words made both parents very satisfied, and smiles appeared on their faces. All along, Zhang Yuxi has been a well-behaved and sensible child in their eyes. Lin Feng's parents love Zhang Yuxi very much. Although Lin Feng is their son, Lin Dashan and Jocelyn do favor their daughter-in-law Zhang Yuxi a little. But they also know that the relationship between Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi is really good, and they really love each other, which makes both parents very happy. Chapter 1627, Smoke Rising from the Ancestral Grave. We are really blessed to have such a good daughter-in-law. Lin Feng's mother Jocelyn also echoed after hearing Zhang Yuxi's words. Ha 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 ha. Dad, did our ancestors do good deeds? I also think that meeting Yuxi brought me a lot of good luck. Lin Feng smiled and said. That's right, we are also blessed to meet Yuxi. You two are so outstanding, it must be that your ancestors' graves are full of smoke, otherwise how could you meet and be together? Mother Jocelyn said with a smile. No, I am more lucky to meet Lin Feng. It's because after being with him, life is beautiful. The point is, I also met the best father-in-law and mother-in-law in the world. I don't know how many people envy me. Zhang Yuxi said. Yes, my wife is right. Dad and Mom, you are very skilled. Lin Feng said proudly. Oh, both of us have been flattered by you, you two are our ancestors. Mother Jocelyn shook her head and said. Ha 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 ha. Just like that, dinner passed in laughter. After dinner, the family sat on the sofa in the living room and chatted. Yuxi, let me show you a photo of Lin Feng when he was a child. Lin Feng's mother Jocelyn handed the phone to Zhang Yuxi to look at. Oh, how old was this? What a nice smile. Hubby, you've been so handsome since you were a child. Zhang Yuxi said excitedly. Of course, don't you see whose son he is? He inherited good genes. Lin Feng smiled and said. Ha ha ha, right, wife. Lin Feng continued to speak. Smelly boy. Lin Feng's father Lin Dashan said. Your skin color is like your mother's, fair and clean. Your mouth is more like your mother's, and your eyes are like your father's, big and bright. Your eyebrows are also very good, like your father's. By the way, your eyelashes are also very long. As for the face shape, it is more like your mother's. Your facial features are very three-dimensional, and you really inherited all the advantages of your parents. You will grow up. Zhang Yuxi analyzed it. That's right. Wife, your analysis will make your parents proud. After all, my father's appearance was pursued by many girls in school, right, Mom? Lin Feng deliberately joked. Hey, I heard that a girl from the next class was pursuing your father. She was very pretty. She would come to your father's class every day after class just to see your father more. But your father didn't like her. The girl cried at that time. Your father was very noble at that time. Many female classmates liked him, but he didn't even look at them. Lin Feng's mother Jocelyn laughed. Ha 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 ha. My dad has the capital to be proud. Dad, you can do it. Lin Feng smiled and said. Hey, it's all in the past. At that time, I was in school, how could I understand so many things? My mind was full of study. Lin Feng's father Lin Dashan said calmly. By the way, Mom, how did you get together with Dad later? I want to hear the love story of Mom and Dad, Zhang Yuxi said. Later. Lin Feng's mother Jocelyn began to narrate the love story between her and Lin Feng's father. The two of them knew each other since childhood, then fell in love and got married, and until the birth of Lin Feng, everything seemed so peaceful, and it was relatively smooth all the way. In that era, Lin Feng's parents' lives could be said to be relatively affluent. Lin Feng's parents lived together for many years. In these years, they were always in love, without quarreling, blushing, or separating, until Lin Feng was 8 years old, when a big thing happened. Lin Feng's father encountered big troubles at the stage of starting a business due to the impact of the financial crisis. The first arrival of the economic crisis also caused Lin Feng's father to fail in his business. When Lin Feng's father failed in his business, the family that was originally wealthy became poor, and Lin Feng's mother did not complain about Lin Feng's father's failure this time. Instead, she has been silently supporting Lin Feng's father behind the scenes. After all, Lin Feng's father is the backbone of this family. After Lin Feng's father failed in his business, the two of them moved out of their residence and lived in Lin Feng's grandparents' house. Because only this can save part of the living expenses, and then provide Lin Feng with a better learning and growth environment. The longer they live in their grandparents' house, the deeper the relationship between Lin Feng's parents, the better their relationship, and the more they support each other. Lin Feng's father has been waiting for the opportunity, waiting for the financial crisis to pass early and return to normal. Lin Feng's father, Lin Deshan, still has great ambitions. He wants to continue to venture out. If he succeeds, he can give Lin Feng's mother and Lin Feng a good living environment and restore the previous life of worry-free food and clothing. So Lin Feng's father never gave up. He was very hardworking. Even after failure, he still insisted on learning the direction of various industries. 2 years later, Lin Feng was 10 years old. Lin Deshan discussed with Zhou Qilin about making a comeback. Then Lin Feng's father embarked on the road of entrepreneurship again. After all, Lin Feng's parents had saved a sum of money in 2 years, plus a little support from Lin Feng's grandparents. Lin Feng's father finally found a suitable project. Lin Feng's father started a new journey. Everything went smoothly. Lin Feng's father's project also began to make a profit and earn some money. But Lin Feng's father has always been very cautious and did not rush to use the money. After all, after failing once, he still had to consider how to deal with it. He planned to make achievements first, prove himself, and then use his abilities and achievements to repay his wife, son and parents. Lin Feng's mother and grandparents did not object to Lin Feng's father's approach. Lin Feng's father's parents were also very busy in the past 2 years, running various companies. Lin Feng's father gradually came into contact with a mall, and the two of them were slowly expanding their own malls. 2 years later, Lin Feng's father's business has become very big, and the scale of his company is getting bigger and bigger. In the past 2 years, Lin Feng's father and mother have encountered various troubles, but they have never given up their efforts. They have always persisted and have not given up. They firmly believe that as long as they persist, their careers will be revived one day. Chapter 1628 First Line Entrepreneurs. This time, Lin Feng's father happened to meet a friend abroad at that time. That friend's company also encountered a financial crisis and needed funding. Lin Feng's father and Lin Feng's mother were also helping that friend to overcome the difficulties. After helping the friend, the two companies also had some contact. The business of the two families grew bigger and bigger, and the two companies were competing with each other. Later, there was a big loophole in the shopping mall. With years of experience and unique foresight, Lin Feng's parents decided to withdraw from the shopping mall and switch to advertising planning. It was mainly because Lin Feng's father saw the prospects and development of this industry. At that time, it was indeed relatively new. But Lin Feng's father still decided to give it a try, and as a result, he established a large company, Advertising Planning Company, Limited. This company has continued to this day. Advertising Planning Company, Limited, has always occupied an important position in the domestic market and is also well known in the international market. At that time in China, the company founded by Lin Feng's father was very avant-garde. It is also one of the best in China. Lin Feng's father also soon became a first-line entrepreneur in China. Although Lin Feng's father did not make any achievements in the business world, his education method for his son was very correct. His education method is very set. Lin Feng also has great potential. He is very popular in the business world and is also a very capable person in the business field. Lin Feng's father successfully fought for a business world of his own in the business world. And Lin Feng was also placed with high hopes, hoping that Lin Feng could become the heir of their family. But Lin Feng's personality is not very similar to Lin Feng's father. He is a more jumping person. He has always been arbitrary. He thinks that he can only do what he wants to do, and there is no stopping power. Slowly, Lin Feng also grew up, had his own ideas, and made many good achievements. Lin Dashan also respected his son's choices and ideas and let Lin Feng do what he wanted. After all, seeing that his son has achieved a lot at a young age, he is even better than he was back then. Lin Dashan is also very pleased. And he also saw the fighting spirit and unyielding spirit in Lin Feng, which is very similar to himself back then. In these years, in order to make his son stronger, Lin Feng's father has also worked hard to make money. In order to make his son stronger, to be able to protect the people he wants to protect, and to let them live happily for the rest of their lives. Lin Feng's mother was watching Lin Feng's father from the side, watching him mature step by step. Working hard in the business world step by step. In the end, Lin Feng's father's company really made achievements, and the company is also expanding rapidly. Lin Feng's mother has been with Lin Feng's father from beginning to end, and sometimes gives him advice and plans. The couple also suffered great damage in this financial crisis. However, after these painful temperings, both of them have changed a lot, becoming more wise and stable, and have their own thinking and judgment abilities. This is also the main reason why Lin Feng's mother can lead the entire company single-handedly. After all, along the way, she has learned a lot from working hard with Lin Feng's father. These things are very valuable. Enrolling in the business world has also made Lin Feng's father and Lin Feng's mother more sophisticated and smooth. After going through so much, Lin Feng's father and Lin Feng's mother have finally made it to this point today. The two of them can be said to have come to a sweet end after suffering. This time, Lin Feng's father can finally breathe a sigh of relief. Although both of them are nearly 50 years old now, the affection between Lin Feng's parents is still the same. Instead, there is a deeper affection, which is also the accumulation process of their journey. Now the couple has become bigwigs in the business world, and they have become the envy of many people. This is also the greatest pride and satisfaction in the hearts of the couple. Now, Lin Feng's father and mother have been working hard in the business world for decades, and they have experienced all kinds of ups and downs. The two of them can finally enjoy their old age. So every time she sees the loving picture of her son and daughter-in-law, Lin Feng's mother Kilin is very pleased. And because Lin Feng grew up in a loving environment, watching his parents so loving and peaceful, the love he gave Zhang Yuxi was also full of security. Such a feeling is difficult for others to experience. This is also the happiest thing for Lin Feng's mother Kilin. After listening to the story of Lin Feng's father and mother along the way, Zhang Yuxi felt a little sad. At the same time, she also admired Lin Feng's mother and Lin Feng's father. For love and protection, these two people paid a lot of price. In the business world, they can dominate, but they can't always be in the business world. Maybe this day will come, they will leave, but their son will grow up. Lin Feng's father Lin Dashan's growth process is not particularly smooth. In the business world, he encountered many ups and downs. Many of his successes are due to his own efforts and dedication. Moreover, when he first founded the Lin Group, he encountered great difficulties and experienced many setbacks. Fortunately, however, Lin Feng's father overcame these difficulties and obstacles one by one, and finally achieved today's achievements. Zhang Yuxi also had a new understanding of Lin Feng's father under the narration of Lin Feng's father. The story of Lin Feng's father made Zhang Yuxi feel that Lin Feng's father has always been a very tough man, and such a man deserves respect. Similarly, the support and companionship of Lin Feng's mother Kilin are indispensable along the way. She is also a great mother. Lin Feng and Yuxi are both very outstanding people, and they will definitely become top businessmen in the future. Lin Feng's mother Kilin said with a smile. Lin Feng's father smiled and nodded. I know, so I have been working hard to make Lin Feng better. I know that my current success is because of Lin Feng. Back then, I just wanted to set a good example for him, so I must make myself stronger. Whether in business or in life, you two are the best. As my daughter-in-law, Yuxi, I will treat her like my own daughter. Yes, you are the pride of your parents. Lin Feng's mother Kilin said to Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi with a smile. Chapter 1629, 1 in a Million. Hey, after all, Dad and Mom are so capable, so your children must not be much different. Lin Feng nodded and said to Lin Feng's father with a smile. Mom and Dad, I just listened to Mom telling me about your past, and I was really touched. I think Dad is really a brave and resourceful person, who dares to take risks and fight. I admire his unyielding character so much. After all, the road to entrepreneurship in your era is really not that easy. It was really walked out step by step. In this respect, Lin Feng is a bit like Dad. He is a very courageous person. Lin Feng is very smart and has a very keen sense of the market. Moreover, he has a good vision and pattern. Among his peers, or people older than him, they don't have this pattern and broad vision. This is also what I admire about him very much. So, Dad, you set a good example for Lin Feng and set a good role model for him since he was a child. He has inherited all your advantages. Of course. The most amazing one is still our mother. Mom, I think you are really excellent. You have always been by Dad's side. Even if Dad failed, you never complained and supported him all the way behind the scenes. It's really great to run the small family so well and bring up Lin Feng so well. And Mom, you are also a very smart woman. You are independent and free and easy, have your own personality charm, your own ideas and plans. Mom, I will really learn from you. You are my role model. Zhang Yuxi said a lot seriously. This is also what Zhang Yuxi said from the heart. She admires her mother very much. A woman runs a family so well alone. Zhang Yuxi really admires this. Lin Feng's mother was very happy to hear Zhang Yuxi's praise. She smiled and said, "It is not easy for Lin Feng's father and I, but Lin Feng is indeed very good. His future is limitless." Similarly, Yuxi, you are really a girl picked out of a million. You have a lot of shining points. You are smart, beautiful and have a good personality. I really thank your parents and your in-laws for training you so well and letting me have such an excellent daughter-in-law. Lin Feng's mother Jo Kilin said this, which is indeed what she said from the heart. Well, that's right. You are lucky. Treat Yuxi well, otherwise your mother and I will not forgive you. Lin Feng's father, Lin Deshan, patted Lin Feng on the shoulder and told him, "Don't worry. I will take good care of my future wife and will never treat her badly. Besides, how can I not love my own wife? You can be assured of this." Lin Feng said with a smile. He dare not, Mom and Dad, don't worry. Husband, you have to be good, otherwise I have 4 parents to support me. Zhang Yuxi said with a proud face. Ha, wife, you are so cute like this. Yes. Lin Feng said with a smile, his eyes full of pampering and tenderness. Look, our son is much gentler than you, an old man. You lose to our son in this regard. Jo Kilin gave Lin Feng's father, Lin Deshan, a coquettish look, and then stood up and walked towards the kitchen. Look at my mother now, she looks like a little woman. Lin Feng smiled and said, Hey, women are all the same. I will be the same as my mother in the future. You are just acting like a spoiled child, you know. Zhang Yuxi said. I am a little jealous just looking at it. Lin Feng's father Lin Deshan smiled and said. Then Lin Feng's mother Jo Kilin took out a freshly washed fruit from the kitchen and handed it to Zhang Yuxi. Come on, Yuxi, have some fruit. Lin Feng's mother said. Zhang Yuxi took the fruit and nodded with a smile. Are you jealous? Hey. Lin Feng's father Lin Deshan smiled and said to Lin Feng's mother. Hey, don't talk nonsense. Who am I jealous of? Jealous of my daughter-in-law. Then I am out of my mind. I wish they would get close to each other every day. The relationship between the 2 children is better than anything else. Lin Feng's mother Jo Kilin said with a smile. This is true. Children and grandchildren have their own blessings. We are old and there are some things we can't control. We parents just need to take good care of ourselves and not cause trouble for you younger generations. Lin Feng's father Lin Deshan sighed and said. Dad, I'm grown up now and can be independent. You and Mom don't have to work so hard. I can help you with some things, such as company matters. The main thing is that I don't want you to work too hard. It's time to travel and relax. Lin Feng's father Lin Deshan looked at Zhang Yuxi and said earnestly. Mom and Dad, don't worry. What Lin Feng said makes sense, but if you stop at this age, you may not want to stop. After all, your elders feel that they can't stay idle, because my parents are the same. But as children, I hope you can slow down appropriately. You can continue to do your things, but you don't have to work too hard. Stop when you should. As long as your parents are healthy, it is the greatest blessing for their children. Zhang Yuxi said quickly. Okay, Yuxi is right. We are still young now. We will retire in another 10 years. We can't rest now. Dad and Mom will pay attention. Rest when it's time. Lin Feng's mother Jocelyn said. Okay, then, wife, we should go back to. Dad and Mom, I should go back to. It's almost 10 o'clock. Lin Feng stood up and said. Oh, yes, I forgot while chatting. Time flies so fast. You go back. You still have classes tomorrow. Remember to take the fruits at the door back. There are 2 boxes. Your dad packed them. Lin Feng's mother said. There are several kinds of fruits in it, including lychees, mangoes and so on. Remember to take them out and put them in the refrigerator to keep them fresh. Lin Feng's father reminded on the side. Okay, then we will go back, Mom and Dad. When we have a holiday, our 2 families will go out to play together again. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Okay, you guys will have final exams soon. Be careful on the way home. Lin Feng, drive slowly. Mother Jocelyn warned. Got it. Lin Feng responded. Then Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi said goodbye to their parents one by one and drove back. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 1630, The Irrelevance. When they returned home, it was already past 11 o'clock at night. Wife, go take a bath. It's late, we should rest after taking a bath. Lin Feng said gently. Okay, then I'll take a bath first. Zhang Yuxi nodded and said. Well, go ahead, wife, do you still want to take a bath? If you want to take a bath, I'll fill the water for you. Lin Feng said. Husband, no. It's late, I'll just take a shower. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, wife. I'll get your pajamas. Lin Feng said. Okay, thank you, husband. Then I'll go take off my makeup first. Zhang Yuxi said. Then, Lin Feng took the pajamas and walked into the bathroom. Zhang Yuxi had just finished taking off her makeup at this time. Wife, I put your pajamas here for you. Well, my wife is so beautiful. Lin Feng stared at Zhang Yuxi and said. Zhang Yuxi felt a little embarrassed when Lin Feng looked at her. She lowered her head with a red face, her cheeks flushed like a ripe apple. Honey, what are you doing? Looking at me like that? Zhang Yuxi said in a low voice. She looks good, and she's getting more and more beautiful. Such a beautiful wife, I must look at her more. Lin Feng reached out and touched Zhang Yuxi's arm, and said. Hey, you flatter me every day. Your mouth. Zhang Yuxi said. Honey, I'm serious. Honey, how about I help you take a bath? Lin Feng smiled and said. Look at your little expression, Honey, stop making trouble. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Haha, okay, I won't tease you anymore. Take a bath. I'll go take care of work. Lin Feng said. After Zhang Yuxi saw Lin Feng leave the bathroom, she picked up her pajamas and walked into the bathroom. She turned on the shower and began to wash her body. The heat rose, and her skin began to gradually turn red. After taking a shower, Zhang Yuxi came out of the bathroom in her nightgown, wiping her wet hair while walking to the bed and sitting down. She glanced at the nightgown on the bedside and couldn't help but smile. This nightgown was bought by her and Lin Feng when they went shopping together. When Lin Feng saw her wearing this nightgown, he liked it very much. So after buying clothes, he immediately took her to the mall and chose this nightgown for her. At that time, she also thought she liked it very much, so she didn't refuse. In fact, Lin Feng knows her very well, knows what kind of clothes are suitable for her, and knows what kind of clothes she likes. Therefore, every time Lin Feng buys something for her, he has never stepped on thunder. When Zhang Yuxi saw this nightgown, she couldn't help but think of the previous things, and a happy smile appeared on her face. Oh, why do I think of the previous things again? Oh, so embarrassed, so embarrassed. Zhang Yuxi covered her face and said to herself. Wife, what's wrong with you? Wife, why are you blushing? At this time, Lin Feng pushed open the door and walked in. Seeing Zhang Yuxi sitting on the edge of the bed, looking absent-minded, he asked. Honey, I'm fine. Zhang Yuxi was a little overwhelmed by Lin Feng's sudden entry. I just came to see you, if you need anything, so that I can help you. What's wrong? Wife, your face, why is it so red? Lin Feng said with a smile. When Zhang Yuxi heard what Lin Feng said, her face immediately turned red. No, nothing. I just think you look particularly handsome today, Zhang Yuxi said. As soon as Zhang Yuxi finished speaking, Lin Feng was stunned. He thought, how could Zhang Yuxi, this silly girl, speak so irrelevantly? Wife, what's wrong with you? Why are you so weird? Lin Feng said. How could it be? Zhang Yuxi couldn't help but glare at Lin Feng when she heard what Lin Feng said. No, of course my wife didn't. But my wife suddenly praised me for being handsome, which is not right. Your face is red too. Are you feeling unwell? Lin Feng said. Then he reached out and touched Zhang Yuxi's forehead. No, husband, I'm fine. Zhang Yuxi shrugged, looked at Lin Feng and said, Husband, you should take a shower and rest too. I'll wait for you. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, wife. I'm glad you're fine. I'll blow dry your hair first, then I'll take a shower. Lin Feng said. Husband, it's late, you should take a shower. I'll just blow dry my hair tonight. Zhang Yuxi said. Good. I'll blow dry your hair for you, very quickly, and I'll wash it right after I finish. Lin Feng took the hairdryer and said. Okay then. Thank you for your hard work, husband. Zhang Yuxi saw that Lin Feng insisted, so she had to agree. Well, I'll start blowing your hair now, Lin Feng said, and then took the hairdryer and started blowing Zhang Yuxi's hair. Wife, your hair is really soft. I see your hair mask is almost gone. I'll buy you a new one later, Lin Feng said while blowing Zhang Yuxi's hair with a hairdryer. My hair is not bad either. It's mainly because the shampoo, conditioner, hair mask and other things my husband bought for me are all very good, so my hair is well maintained. I usually go to the barber shop to wash my hair, and they all say that my hair quality is very good. This is all thanks to my husband, Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Well, my wife's hair is really good. I'll see if I can buy you some more tomorrow, Lin Feng said. Zhang Yuxi also let him blow her hair, and the two chatted for a while in the bedroom. Zhang Yuxi felt that Lin Feng really held her in his hands. Okay, my hair is almost dry. Husband, you should take a shower too, Zhang Yuxi said. Okay. Wife, you go to bed first, no need to wait for me, I'll come over after I take a shower, dear, Lin Feng said, and then put down the hairdryer. Yeah, husband, take a shower and rest. I have to get up early to go to class tomorrow, Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, I got it. Wife, you go to bed, I'll come over later, Lin Feng said, and then left the bedroom. Zhang Yuxi lay on the bed with her eyes closed, and in her mind, she kept thinking about the days she spent with Lin Feng. Zhang Yuxi felt very happy in her heart, and she was very lucky to have met such a good man. Chapter 1631 How to Lose Weight Without Eating Full. The next day, early in the morning, Zhang Yuxi woke up. Because Lin Feng asked Zhang Yuxi to go to bed early last night, Zhang Yuxi woke up early this morning. Hey, why didn't I see Lin Feng today? Zhang Yuxi opened her eyes and saw that there was no one beside her, so she couldn't help but speak. Zhang Yuxi lifted the quilt and got out of bed, and went to the window. Wife, you got up so early? I made breakfast for you. At this time, Lin Feng came over and said, Husband, why did you get up so early? I fell asleep last night, and I don't know when you came back to sleep. Zhang Yuxi looked at Lin Feng and asked puzzledly. I was afraid of disturbing you. I will come to sleep with you after I take a shower. I know that you must be reluctant to wake me up, and I am reluctant to wake you up, so I let you sleep a little longer, so I got up to make breakfast for you. Wife, go wash up and come to eat, and we will go to school after eating, Lin Feng said with a doting face. Okay, husband is the best. Oh, by the way, our class has an exam today. There is a subject in the morning, and we have 2 classes in the afternoon, so the class will end at around 4 o'clock, Zhang Yuxi said. Our class also has an exam in the morning, and there are no classes in the afternoon. I'll be at school in the afternoon, and I'll go to the club with Chen Kun and the others later. Then I'll come to pick you up after you finish class. Wife, do you want to go to the restaurant to eat tonight, or eat at home? Lin Feng said. Well, I can do either, Zhang Yuxi said. Then let's eat at home tonight. It happens that you finish class early. We have time when you finish class. We will go to the vegetable market to buy vegetables, and I will cook for you, okay? Lin Feng said. Okay, then I'll go wash up. Zhang Yuxi heard this and showed a happy smile on her face. She tiptoed and kissed Lin Feng's cheek, then turned to the bathroom to wash up. After Zhang Yuxi finished washing up, she came to the living room and sat down. "Wife, come and have breakfast," Lin Feng said. "Well, I'll be right there," Zhang Yuxi said immediately after hearing this. "Okay, it will be right there. Wife, drink the milk first. I'll get you eggs and sandwiches." After Lin Feng finished speaking, he walked into the kitchen. Zhang Yuxi followed him in. "Husband, how come you prepare so much, and the breakfast is so rich?" "But, it's really hard for my husband. I got up early in the morning to prepare a loving breakfast." Zhang Yuxi saw Lin Feng cooking and couldn't help but said in surprise. "A day's plan begins in the morning, and the most important thing for a person's body is breakfast. So breakfast should be better, richer, and more nutritious," Lin Feng said while holding breakfast. "Yes, my husband is right. But, husband, I think I will turn into a pig if I continue like this, right?" Zhang Yuxi nodded quickly with a happy smile on her face. "Ha ha ha ha. Silly wife, you can eat some carbohydrates in the morning, mostly protein, so you won't grow into a pig, don't worry. Besides, wife, I think it would be very cute if you grew into a pig." Lin Feng smiled and said. "Humph, I don't believe you, a bad guy. If I really grow up like this, wouldn't I be so ugly? You just like to make me happy. Men's mouths are lies." This sentence is classic. Zhang Yuxi covered her mouth and said. "Wife, your little personality is very lovable. I just like you like this. Look, you look so good and cute like this. I like you, I don't care if you are a pig or something. Besides, my wife's physique is difficult to gain weight, so wife, don't worry about eating," Lin Feng said with a smile. "No matter whether it's beautiful, ugly, fat or thin, eat first. Isn't there a saying that you can't lose weight if you don't eat enough?" Zhang Yuxi said. "Ha ha ha ha. That makes a lot of sense. But, my wife, that's what you said, I won't allow you to lose weight, your figure is already perfect, you don't need it, so that sentence is suitable for others but not for you," Lin Feng said. "Got it. I don't plan to lose weight either." Zhang Yuxi heard what Lin Feng said, and a happy smile appeared on her face, and then she started to eat breakfast with a smile. Zhang Yuxi finished her breakfast and dressed up a little. "Wife, are you ready?" Lin Feng asked. "Yes, it will be ready soon." "Husband, please wait for me patiently for a while," Zhang Yuxi said. "Wife, you look so beautiful in this skirt." Sure enough, my wife is a walking clothes rack. Even if she wears a sack, she looks good. And my wife's skin is really good, white and tender, Lin Feng praised. "Thank you, husband, I also think I look so beautiful now. After all, the skirt was bought by my husband, which shows that my husband is very discerning." Zhang Yuxi heard the words and said quickly. "You clever little thing. You look beautiful in any clothes, mainly because my wife has a good figure and good skin, so she looks good in anything," Lin Feng said. "Hey, you're flattering me again. Okay, let's go now. If we don't leave now, we'll be late for school later," Zhang Yuxi said. "Yeah, let's go quickly. The final exam starts at 8:30, so we still have plenty of time." Zhang Yuxi looked at her watch and said. "Yes, if it were normal classes, the class would start at 8 o'clock, and we are already in school now. The exam started at 8:30 this morning, so there's still some time," Zhang Yuxi said. "Honey, let's go." Lin Feng reached out and grabbed Zhang Yuxi's right hand, then led her out of the villa. "Husband, I feel that your strength is getting stronger and stronger. Not only is it stronger, you see you hold my hand, I feel that my palm is a little warm." Zhang Yuxi looked at Lin Feng and said. "Really, I feel the same way, your hands seem to be a little warm too. Maybe it's because I just finished breakfast," Lin Feng said. "So this is the difference between the physical constitutions of men and women. In winter, our girls' quilts are like ice cubes, and your quilt is like a stove. So I'm not afraid of the cold in winter, because you always warm my feet." After Zhang Yuxi finished speaking, she pinched Lin Feng's arm and said, "Women are made of water. Besides, it's natural for me to warm my wife's bed. And my wife doesn't need to be afraid of the cold in winter in the future. There's heating in every corner of the house," Lin Feng said with a doting look. "Husband, you are so good. Really so good," Zhang Yuxi said with a happy face. "Silly wife, get in the car quickly." Then, Lin Feng came to the garage to pick up the car, and Zhang Yuxi sat in the co-pilot seat. "Wife, sit tight. Let's go." Lin Feng said. Hey. Sit tight. Let's go. Chapter 1632, Successful Exam. I hope both of us can pass the exam this morning. Zhang Yuxi smiled and said. Of course. Definitely first in the major. Lin Feng said confidently. Oh, don't fail the exam. That would be terrible. I have to take a makeup exam. Zhang Yuxi said. Silly wife, how could I fail the exam? Don't you see what level your husband is? If I get first in the major, how would you reward me? Lin Feng said. Hey, then tell me, how do you want me to reward you? It's up to you. Yes, then tell me, how do you want me to reward you? Zhang Yuxi smiled. He. I think. Lin Feng said with a wicked smile. No. You have a stupid brain. Why don't I think about how to reward you myself? You can't refuse my reward. Zhang Yuxi said. I haven't even said what it is, and you say no. I just want to kiss you, you can't refuse like that, right? Wife, you don't love me anymore. I feel wronged. Wife, you are too stingy. Lin Feng said with a pitiful look on his face. Humph, you still know that I am very stingy? I thought you didn't know. Zhang Yuxi said with a proud look on her face. Ha. How could my wife be stingy? Lin Feng said. Okay. Everything is arranged by my wife. I will accept whatever my wife rewards me. Lin Feng said. Well, if you promise me one thing, I can consider whether to reward you. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, wife, you say it. As long as I can do it, I will definitely work hard to complete it. Lin Feng said. Well, I ask you not to bully me. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. In fact, she knew that Lin Feng would never bully her. He loved her too much on weekdays, so she said it on purpose. That's it. What did I think my wife would ask for? Well, I will definitely not bully my wife. Lin Feng said. That's more like it. As for the reward, I won't tell you yet. Anyway, whatever reward is given to you is what it is. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, my wife has the final say. Okay, my wife, we're at school. I'll find a place to park the car. Lin Feng said. Okay. It's 8:13 now, and there are still more than 10 minutes before the exam. There's still enough time. Zhang Yuxi nodded and said. After Lin Feng parked the car, he took Zhang Yuxi's hand and walked towards the teaching building. Boss, you are here. Hello, sister-in-law. Hello, sister-in-law. Just then, Lin Feng's roommates, Chen Kun, Su He, and Chen Dongyun came over. Boss, have you had breakfast? Do you want some? Chen Dongyun asked. He still had bread in his hand and kept eating. No, I've eaten. You idiot, you eat so much? Lin Feng said. The fourth child slept too late last night and couldn't get up this morning. The third child and I went to the cafeteria to eat. Chen Kun said. Hey. Don't mention it. Chen Dongyun shook his head and sighed. What's wrong with Chen Dongyun? Sighing so early in the morning. Zhang Yuxi asked from the side. Hey, it's okay. Chen Dongyun said helplessly. Old four, what's going on? You didn't say anything even after I asked you, and you're just being reserved. Lin Feng said. You had a fight with your girlfriend. He was still coaxing his girlfriend in the middle of the night. Su He said. What? You had a fight with you? What's going on? They had a fight after the weekend, what happened? Zhang Yuxi said in surprise. Sister-in-law, I don't know how he and Xiaoyu had a fight. I just know that he was still on the phone with his girlfriend in the middle of the night. Su He said. You idiot, did you do something to make her angry again? Behave yourself today. Lin Feng said. I didn't hear you talk about this either. Maybe it was too late last night and she didn't say it in the group. Zhang Yuxi said. Yuxi, you are all here. Goddess, why did you come to school? Then, Zhang Yuxi's roommates Xiaoyu, Su Anna, and Li Yi also came to the bottom of the teaching building. Speak of the devil. Chen Dongyun muttered. Good morning, my sisters. I just arrived a while ago. Then I found out that our sister Xiaoyu had a quarrel with brother Chen Dongyun last night, right? Zhang Yuxi said. Yes. Yuxi, how did you know? Last night in the dormitory, you and Chen Dongyun had a quarrel. The two of them were separated by the phone. Li Yi said excitedly. Yes. Li Yi and I are planning to beat Chen Dongyun up the next day. Don't stop us, all of you. Su Anna said. We won't stop you, You can do whatever you want. Chen Kun smiled and said, yes, yes, yes. After all, I still have to stand on Li Yer's side at this time. After all, my girlfriend has spoken. Sui looked at his girlfriend Li Yer and said, yes, yes, me too. My girlfriend is the most important. Baby, if you need my help to beat you up, just tell me. Chen Kun also said to his girlfriend Suana. Ha 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 ha. You guys are going to make me laugh to death. Xiaoyu couldn't help laughing when she heard it. Hey, boss, look at them. They are all guys who value women over friends. Chen Dongyun shook his head helplessly and said, I don't need to look. Xiaoyu is Yuxi's best friend. She must have united with her best friend. Old 4, do you think I should help you or Yuxi? Lin Feng said. Okay, I understand. Sure enough. I was wrong after all. Chen Dongyun said. Ho ha ha ha. There was a burst of laughter. Little guy. Let me see if you dare to make me angry again. Do you dare to quarrel with me again? I have someone backing me up. Xiaoyu said to her boyfriend Chen Dongyun. My mother. My eldest lady, my queen, my princess. I won't dare to do that again. I was wrong, I was really wrong. Please forgive me. Chen Dongyun said immediately in a cowardly manner. Humph. Who is your mother? I won't forgive you if you do that again. I'll let you off for now. Xiaoyu said with a proud look on her face. Okay, girls can't get too angry. It's bad for your health, you know. Also, Chen Dongyun, don't make her angry in the future. Boys should be more tolerant of girls' tempers. We girls can't be too pretentious. Harmony brings wealth, so that today's exam will go smoothly. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Well, it's almost time, it's almost 8:30. Everyone go to your respective classes to take the exam. Lin Feng said. Well, I wish you all good luck on your exams. Let's have lunch together after the exams. Zhang Yuxi said. Then Lin Feng and a few roommates went to their classes to take the exams, and Zhang Yuxi also went with a few roommates and girlfriends. Chapter 1633, Becoming Bigger and Stronger. Time passed quickly. Lin Feng and several brothers were running a club near the school. At this time, Zhang Yuxi was in school. Because of different majors, they were taking exams in the morning, while Lin Feng had no classes in the afternoon, and Zhang Yuxi had to take courses in other subjects. At this time, another partner of the Juggling Club, Li Yan, Lin Feng's childhood friend and the general manager of the club, was also drinking tea and chatting with Lin Feng and several of Lin Feng's roommates in the club office. Is the club doing well recently? I haven't managed this for a long time. I left it to you guys. Lin Feng said. Well, our strength is still good. Brother, no problem at all. Li Yan nodded. Yes, boss, we have handled the things you gave us very well. Boss, don't worry. Lin Feng's roommate brother Lao Si Chen Dongyun said. Boss, don't worry. Business has been very smooth recently, and the turnover is also very considerable. Lin Feng's roommate brother Lao San Suhi said. Boss, of course Li Yan has put in more time and energy than us, and he has worked harder, so Li Yan has really paid a lot for the club to achieve what it has today. Lin Feng's roommate brother, the second brother Chen Kun, said. No, brother, don't say that. This is the result of everyone's hard work and the result of everyone's hard work. Let's not talk about who is who, everyone is fine. Li Yan said quickly. Yes, in fact, I can see Li Yan's efforts, and of course the club can be what it is today is all due to everyone's efforts. You guys are still running so well without me interfering at all. As expected, you are all my brothers and have great potential. Lin Feng said. Boss, don't worry. We will continue to work hard and try to open clubs in other cities as soon as possible. By then, every city will have our clubs. The fourth brother Chen Dongyun said. Yes, the fourth brother is right, we will all work hard. We will try to make the Juggling Club a chain brand. The third brother Suhi said. Boss, we have always followed you. We also hope that the boss will become bigger and bigger, and can lead us to make more money together in the future. Lin Feng's brothers began to speak up and express their sincerity. You guys are really good at flattering. However, it's not impossible to open clubs in other cities. When the time comes, you will be in charge, provided that you all have a certain amount of time. After all, you are in charge of the catering business now, and you don't have much experience. I now have many companies under my name, involving multiple fields, so the things you just mentioned will definitely not be implemented immediately. But it will definitely develop in the future. But it still takes some time at present, don't rush. Lin Feng said. Yes, I understand this. We will also accumulate experience slowly. It's true that we don't have enough time to attend classes and do business at the same time. Chen Dongyun said. The main reason is that our abilities are not strong enough. Look at our boss. Isn't he still taking classes in college and doing business at the same time? The boss is so awesome and does so well. Chen Kun said. Ha ha ha, not everyone is the boss. We who don't have enough abilities can only accumulate experience. In short, there will be no problem following the boss. Su He said. That's right. Following Lin Feng, you'll make a lot of money. We all believe in you. Li Yan, a childhood friend, also said. That's fine. If the club is really big, I'll find another group of people, but you guys will still be the ones in charge, so you can free up more time and don't have to work so hard. Lin Feng said. Boss, no problem, leave it to me, just wait to count the money. Chen Dongyun said confidently. Ho ha ho ha. Everyone laughed. Ding ling ling. Ding ling ling. Zhang Yuxi listened to classes in the school for an afternoon and finally waited for the end of the get out of class. Yuxi, are you going home tonight? Or come back to the dormitory and stay with us for one night? Zhang Yuxi's best friend Xiaoyu said. Yes, Yuxi, why don't you not go back tonight? Come back to the dormitory with us to sleep, and we'll play games and chat together at night. Best friend Li Yi said excitedly. I'm afraid not. I think Yuxi will say this next. Have you forgotten? Lin Feng is still waiting for Yuxi at the club near the school. How could Lin Feng let his fiancée sleep in the dormitory? Said Su Anna, her best friend. Well, he's not in school now anyway. What can Yuxi do if she says she won't go back? Li Yi said. Ha 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 ha. Lin Feng will just ask your boyfriend Suhi to deal with you. What can you do? Xiaoyu said deliberately jokingly. Just when Zhang Yuxi and her best friends were chatting more enthusiastically, Lin Feng had already arrived at the bottom of the teaching building, right behind them. What bad things are you guys saying about me again? Lin Feng smiled and said. Oh, you scared me. No. How dare we say bad things about President Lin? Li Yi shook her head and said. Yes, we dare not. It's mainly because we sisters want to keep Yuxi at school overnight. Su Anna said. Ho ha ho ha. Xiaoyu couldn't help laughing when she heard it. Wife, do you want to stay at school overnight? Or go home together? Lin Feng came to Zhang Yuxi and said. Of course I want to go home. Sorry for the time being, sisters. It's mainly because we agreed today that Lin Feng will go to buy vegetables and cook later, so. You know. Zhang Yuxi smiled and said. Okay, I understand. You two go back. Su Anna said. Okay. Then we'll see you tomorrow, Yuxi. Li Yi said. Yeah, see you tomorrow. I'll stay at school the day after tomorrow and go back to the dormitory with you guys. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, since you said so, wife, we'll go first. Lin Feng heard it and immediately said. Okay, husband. Zhang Yuxi said to Lin Feng. After Zhang Yuxi said goodbye to a few of her girlfriends, Lin Feng drove Zhang Yuxi away from school and then took a car to a large supermarket near their home. Lin Feng was going to buy some vegetables to go back and cook. Chapter 1634. If you wear it, you will definitely be so charming. Honey, what shall we cook tonight? Zhang Yuxi asked. Let's cook what you like. Let's go shopping first. Honey, tell me what you want to eat and I'll buy the ingredients and cook it. Lin Feng said. What I like to eat? Well, that's a lot. Zhang Yuxi said. That's right. Honey, what do you want to eat tonight? Lin Feng said. I want pork ribs soup. And pineapple and pork. Just these two. Zhang Yuxi said. Yes, no problem. Honey, I'll cook it for you tonight. Then I'll buy you some seafood. All your favorite things. Lin Feng said. Okay, the fish last time was delicious. My mother cooked it at my mother's house. It was very fresh. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, honey, whatever you want to eat, I'll cook it for you. Then I'll give you another whole fish. You want it steamed, right? Lin Feng said. Yeah, okay. Honey, I think these are enough. It's just the two of us, it's enough, otherwise it will be wasted. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, listen to my wife. It's only a little after 4 o'clock now, there's enough time, and luckily you get off school early. I'll prepare a hearty meal for you tonight. Lin Feng said. Thank you, husband honey, let's go in and buy some vegetables. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, Lin Feng nodded, took Zhang Yuxi's hand and walked into the supermarket. The two walked into the supermarket. Lin Feng took a bunch of vegetables and carefully selected the food that Zhang Yuxi liked to eat. Honey, I want to buy some chocolate. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, go and pick it. By the way, buy all the snacks. The snacks at home are almost gone, so I'll prepare them for you. Lin Feng said. Honey, take a look at this first, and see what flavor of shrimp you want to eat. Lin Feng pointed at the ice cream and said to Zhang Yuxi. Well, honey, you decide. Zhang Yuxi said this one. Lin Feng said. How about this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one? Lin Feng picked up a bunch of ice cream and said. Yeah, all are fine. Zhang Yuxi responded. Then I'll buy one of each flavor. Wife, after picking out snacks, go to the fruit section to look at the fruits. This supermarket has a lot of imported fruits, and there are many varieties. See if there are any you like. Lin Feng said. Husband, don't buy fruits for the time being. I just brought back 2 boxes of fruits from my parents' house yesterday. It's still pollution-free. Eat up the ones at home first and buy more later. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, listen to my wife. Wife, let's go and look at other things. Lin Feng said. Well, okay, let's continue to look. Zhang Yuxi said. The two of them went shopping all the way. Husband, isn't this too much? Zhang Yuxi said as she looked at the bags of vegetables. It's okay, I think it's okay. These are all common home-cooked things. Prepare more vegetables, it's okay. Lin Feng said. Husband, you are an ox. Prepare so many vegetables. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. You have to match the meat and vegetables well, so that the nutrition is complete. If you can't finish it, I will cook for you tomorrow night. Lin Feng said with a smile. Then I will eat your cooking every day in the future. Oh no, it can't be every day, husband, you still have work to do. Zhang Yuxi said. Yeah, okay. I can cook as long as you want to eat. Lin Feng said. Zhang Yuxi heard this and showed a sweet smile on her face. But it doesn't matter, if you don't have time, I will cook for you. Although, I don't cook as well as my husband, it should still be okay, as long as my husband doesn't mind. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Lin Feng was very happy to hear Zhang Yuxi's words. Silly wife, how could I mind it? Lin Feng said. By the way, honey, let me see what else we need to buy. The ingredients have been selected, honey, what else do we need to buy? Lin Feng continued. Honey, look, we have already bought 2 shopping carts. They are both full. We have bought everything we need, there is nothing else to buy. Zhang Yuxi said. Well, honey, we need to buy some toothpaste and paper towels for our family. Lin Feng nodded and said. Yes, I almost forgot. Let's go and look at daily necessities. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay. Lin Feng said. The two walked to the shelf, and Lin Feng began to carefully select various daily necessities, while Zhang Yuxi was selecting other daily necessities on the side. The two walked in the supermarket while selecting daily necessities. Lin Feng pushed the shopping cart, and Zhang Yuxi followed behind Lin Feng. Suddenly, Zhang Yuxi saw a row of pink underwear, and her eyes widened immediately. Honey, let's go. Check out and go home to cook. Zhang Yuxi said. Lin Feng had a wicked smile on his face. He was thinking of teasing Zhang Yuxi. Honey, let's buy some of this and try it on. I don't think I've ever seen my wife wear something so sexy. Lin Feng raised his eyebrows and smiled and said. Zhang Yuxi's cheeks turned red when she heard what Lin Feng said. She naturally knew what Lin Feng meant. Husband, how can you be so annoying? How can you say such a thing? It's so embarrassing. I'm not buying it, you go buy it yourself. Humph, I won't buy it. Do whatever you want. Zhang Yuxi said a lot of things with a shy face. Wife, I was wrong, honey, don't be angry, okay? I promise that I will never tease my wife like this in the future, okay? Okay. Lin Feng said coquettishly. Yeah, okay. You can't tease me again. Otherwise I'll spank you. Zhang Yuxi said. Yeah, I won't tease my wife. Lin Feng said with a smile on his face. Then you have to keep your word and stop teasing me. Otherwise, Don't even think about seeing me wearing it in the future. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I won't tease you anymore. But, honey, I think this black lace one suits you very well, you can try it on. Honey, you have such a good figure, it will definitely look very hot in you. Lin Feng said. Stinky husband. You're almost drooling. That seems too sexy, I'm embarrassed. Zhang Yuxi said. Honey, this color really suits you, I think it will look very good on you, and it will definitely make you look even sexier in it. Honey, look, this lace shirt will definitely look very beautiful on you, and you will definitely be very charming after wearing it. If you wear it, I will definitely be fascinated by it. Lin Feng said. Chapter 1635 My husband is awesome. Let's go. Hurry up and pay the bill. Do you want to go back and cook? Zhang Yuxi hurriedly pulled Lin Feng's arm and said. Hey. My wife is shy. Lin Feng smiled and said. Who is shy? Let's go, pay the bill quickly, I'm hungry. It's past 5 o'clock now, honey, my stomach is growling. Zhang Yuxi hurriedly changed the subject and said. Yeah, okay. Silly wife, I won't tease you anymore. Let's go, I'll go home and cook for you after I pay the bill. Lin Feng nodded quickly, then pushed the shopping cart and walked towards the cashier. After Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi paid the bill, they drove directly to the parking garage to pick up the car. Wife, let's go back and cook. Otherwise, my wife will be hungry. Lin Feng said. Okay, then let's go back and cook. Go home. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay. Lin Feng nodded, and then Lin Feng drove the two of them towards home. Fortunately, the supermarket is very close to Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi's home. After a while, they drove back home. Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi returned home with the things they had just bought in the supermarket. Wife, eat some fruit to fill your stomach. I'll get started right away and start preparing dinner tonight. Lin Feng said. Okay, husband, you've worked hard. Husband, let me help you. Zhang Yuxi said. Wife, it's not hard. Husband is willing to give everything for you. I can come alone. You can eat fruit and watch TV in the living room and wait for me, Lin Feng said. But I still help you, although I can't do much? Zhang Yuxi said. I really can't do anything about you. Okay, wife, just help me wash the vegetables. Lin Feng said. Yeah, okay. Zhang Yuxi smiled and responded. Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi entered the kitchen together and started to get busy. Honey, you didn't have classes this afternoon, so you went to the club, right? Is the club running well? Zhang Yuxi looked at Lin Feng and asked. Yeah, it's pretty good. They recently recruited new members. And now the juggling club is also very optimistic about profits. Li Yuan and Chen Kun are doing very well. This afternoon they also had the idea of expanding the club, planning to open one in each city, which is equivalent to a chain store, but the current situation does not allow it. Everyone does not have much time, so I suggested to postpone it. Anyway, there is no rush. When the time is right, it will not be too late to expand. Lin Feng said. Yeah, indeed, everyone is still in school now, and may not have so much energy and time to pursue their careers, so it is right to take it slow. After all, not everyone can be as good as my husband and have the ability to balance. Zhang Yuxi nodded and said. Wife, is my husband very capable? Lin Feng smiled and said. Of course. There is no one in the world who is more capable than you. He started his own business while in school, and the key point is that he involves so many fields, and each company has developed so well, which shows how capable my husband is. Sometimes I really feel that you are a godlike existence, because you are really talented and capable. Husband, I really admire you. Zhang Yuxi said with shining eyes looking at Lin Feng. That's right. Your husband is the only man in the world. Wife, you have to hold me tightly. It doesn't matter if you follow me closely, I will hold you tightly. Because wife, you are my motivation. Lin Feng said. Yes, my husband is the best. Really, in my mind, he will always be the best. So I will never let go of my husband's hand, in this life, the next life, the next life. I will never let go of your hand, I rely on you. Zhang Yuxi said quickly. Yes, my wife is also unique in the world. Wife, you are also the best, so I am very lucky. Lin Feng said with a smile. La 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 la. I'm so happy. Zhang Yuxi hummed a little tune and said happily. Hey. Silly wife. Lin Feng said with a doting look. Zhang Yuxi and Lin Feng were cooking and chatting in the kitchen, and the atmosphere was very warm and romantic. After they finished cooking, Lin Feng began to prepare dinner. Wife, okay, you can watch TV and wait for me. I don't need your help for the rest. Also, thank you for helping me before. Lin Feng said. You're welcome, then I'll go out. Next, it's up to my husband. My husband has worked hard. Zhang Yuxi said. Then Lin Feng started cooking, and Zhang Yuxi sat on the sofa and watched TV. After a while, Lin Feng finished dinner. Wife, let's eat. Lin Feng shouted. Zhang Yuxi quickly stood up from the sofa and walked towards the kitchen. Lin Feng brought dinner to the table. Wow! The food my husband cooked smells so good. It's so rich. Zhang Yuxi praised. That's right, how can the food cooked by my husband be bad? Lin Feng said with a smile. Wife, come and taste my husband's cooking skills. Lin Feng continued to speak. Yeah, thank you, husband. Zhang Yuxi said. Then she picked up the chopsticks and started eating. She put a bite into her mouth and began to chew. Wow, it tastes so good. The food you cook is so delicious. You are so great, husband. My husband's cooking has never disappointed me, it's a master level. Zhang Yuxi couldn't help but praise after eating a few bites. How could my husband's cooking skills be bad? My cooking skills are born from my wife, as long as my wife wants to eat, my husband can cook for you. Lin Feng said after hearing this. Husband, you are so handsome. No matter what happens in your hands, it will become easy and pleasant. I really like my husband. Thank you, husband, for making me so happy. Zhang Yuxi said happily. Silly, I just want to make you the happiest person in the world. I also believe that I have this ability. Wife, I love you. Lin Feng said confidently. Thank you, husband, I love you too. I am very happy, very happy. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Come on, wife, try this fish. I watch the heat. If it's too long, I'm afraid it will be overcooked and not tasty. If it's too short, I'm afraid it won't be cooked. Lin Feng said. Yeah, okay. Zhang Yuxi nodded and said. Lin Feng stretched out his hand and handed the dish in the bowl to Zhang Yuxi. Zhang Yuxi opened her mouth and took a bite of the dish, then said. Well, the dishes cooked by my husband are so delicious, better than those outside. My husband is so great. This fish is super fresh and tender, absolutely amazing. My husband is great. My husband is great. My husband is great. Zhang Yuxi said excitedly. Chapter 1636, Lucky. Haha, honey, as long as you like it. If you like it, eat more. Fish is all protein and won't make you fat. After hearing what Zhang Yuxi said, Lin Feng smiled and said. I like it very much. Thank you, husband, I really love you. Every time I eat the food my husband cooks, I am very satisfied. I am happier than going to a restaurant and spending thousands of dollars to eat. Because the dishes my husband cooks are all made with love, so every dish is really delicious. Zhang Yuxi said happily. Wife, you praise me so much? Come on, wife, try this dish again. Lin Feng handed another dish to Zhang Yuxi. Yeah, thank you, husband. I'm telling the truth. Look at my girlfriends who have eaten the food you cook. They all praise you. Your cooking skills are really amazing. Many chefs in restaurants and hotels may not be as good as you. So, I'm being realistic, not flattering you. Zhang Yuxi said while eating. Zhang Yuxi ate with gusto, her face full of happy expressions. Husband, I love you to death. I feel that my life is not lived in vain. After meeting you, I feel that I am so happy, just like a dream. Hey, every time I eat such delicious food, I can't help but confess to you, I can't control myself, Zhang Yuxi said with a look of joy. Seeing my wife eating so happily, I also feel a sense of accomplishment. Haha, wife, I love you to death too, I can't control myself, Lin Feng deliberately said jokingly. Husband, I love you to death too. The two of us are simply a perfect match. The two of us are really a match made in heaven, simply a pair of golden boy and jade girl, husband, don't you think? La 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 la, Zhang Yuxi said excitedly. My wife suddenly changed the topic. Of course, honey, you are the most beautiful girl in the world, and I am the most handsome man in the world. It's destined. I will take care of your stomach for the rest of your life. Lin Feng said. We are a perfect match. Happy, Zhang Yuxi said. Lin Feng looked at Zhang Yuxi in front of him, happy like a child, and he couldn't help laughing. He hoped that Zhang Yuxi could continue like this and be as happy as a child. He would always be by Zhang Yuxi's side to protect her. Husband, I have another question to ask you. Zhang Yuxi said. Yes, you ask it. Lin Feng said. Ho ha, it's a bit nonsensical. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Ask it, I have experienced all the nonsensical ones. Silly wife. Lin Feng said. Husband, why are you so awesome? Husband, you are simply an amazing man. Husband, I really love you more and more. I feel that I can't live without you now. Husband, sometimes I feel that you are not an ordinary person. You seem to have endless power. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Silly wife, I am actually an ordinary person, so ordinary that there is nothing special about me. Maybe I am a little luckier than most ordinary people, meeting such a good wife, and then a little more awesome than most ordinary people, having such a smooth career. Lin Feng said. He still has some so-called superpowers, system-rewarded skills, etc. more than many ordinary people. So he is indeed a little luckier than many people. Don't be modest, husband, you are just very powerful. In my eyes, it seems that there is nothing you can't do, super powerful. And you are so good, basically you are proficient in everything, and you can do everything very well. I admire you very much. Zhang Yuxi said. There was an admiring tone in her tone. Hearing Zhang Yuxi's admiring tone, Lin Feng was even happier and prouder. Wife, you flatter me too much? Wife, you are wrong, your husband is a genius. Lin Feng said with a smile on his face. Genius, this word is very appropriate. Ho ha, husband, you are a little bit arrogant. But, you are a genius, you are the most powerful man I have ever seen, I think you must be the smartest person in the world. I am lucky to have such an excellent husband. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Wife, you are too kind. It is mainly because I met my wife that I became so excellent, because my wife is my motivation. Lin Feng said with a smile. I think my husband is the best husband I have ever seen. Husband, I swear that I will love you well in this life. No, I will still pester you in the next life. Zhang Yuxi said with a firm face. Okay, wife, me too, I will love you forever. Wife, you don't know how much weight you occupy in my heart, I can't live without you now. If I don't have you, I feel that I have no value in existence. Lin Feng said. Husband, I love to hear this, me too. Husband, you are the most important person in my life, do you know? You are my support, my everything. Zhang Yuxi said happily. It seems that we both have the same idea. Come on, wife, the shrimps are peeled, let's eat. Lin Feng said with a doting look on his face. Yes, husband, you eat too. Since I have a husband, I no longer have to peel shrimps by myself, because my husband always peels them for me and never lets me do it myself. Husband, your love is hidden in your actions and details. So I am very happy, and I see and remember that you are good to me. Zhang Yuxi said. Silly, eat more. As long as you are happy, it's more important than anything else. Just be responsible for being happy, and don't worry about the rest. Lin Feng said. Zhang Yuxi felt warm in her heart after hearing Lin Feng's words. Lin Feng's love for her was really deep. In her eyes, there was only Lin Feng and no one else could be accommodated. After the two finished dinner, Lin Feng watched TV with Zhang Yuxi for a while. After watching the TV for a while, Zhang Yuxi felt sleepy. Her eyes narrowed unconsciously. Seeing Zhang Yuxi's tired face, Lin Feng asked. Wife, are you tired? Husband, I'm a little sleepy. Zhang Yuxi said in a soft voice. Then I have to take a shower quickly. I have been watching TV since I just finished dinner. Silly wife, I always feel sleepy while watching TV. Lin Feng said. Oh, then I want to watch it again. Zhang Yuxi said coquettishly in Lin Feng's arms. Go, take a shower. I'll get your pajamas, and you go to the bathroom to take a shower. Lin Feng said. Well, then I'll trouble you, my husband. I'll just take off my makeup first. I put on sunscreen today. Zhang Yuxi said after she stood up. Okay, go ahead. I'll get your pajamas. Lin Feng said and got up to get pajamas for Zhang Yuxi in the cloakroom. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelist. There you'll find the original version of this story, and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 1637, Handling Business Late at Night. After a while, Zhang Yuxi came out of the shower. At this time, the lights in the living room had been turned off, and Lin Feng was in the study, staring at the computer and dealing with work. Zhang Yuxi knew that Lin Feng must be dealing with something, so she didn't go in to disturb him, but came to the bedroom carefully. Lin Feng vaguely heard the sound of Zhang Yuxi returning to the bedroom and closing the door, so he stopped what he was doing, got up and walked to the bedroom and opened the door. At this time, Zhang Yuxi was just halfway through skincare. Huh? Husband, Zhang Yuxi called out. Wife, are you done with your shower? You didn't wash your hair tonight, right? I said if you wash your hair, I'll come over and blow it for you. Lin Feng said. Well, husband, I didn't wash my hair tonight. Husband, are you busy with work? I just saw the light in the study was on, so I didn't go in to disturb you. Zhang Yuxi said. Well, I'll deal with it. It's not a big deal, just some small things. Wife, if you're sleepy, go to sleep first. I'll come over after I'm done with my work and take a shower. Lin Feng said. Then he walked to Zhang Yuxi's side, leaned over and kissed her. Good boy, Lin Feng said with a gentle face. Zhang Yuxi was a little confused by the kiss. Yeah, I know. I'll read a book later. Hubby, don't stay up too late. Take a shower after you're done and come over to rest. Zhang Yuxi said. Then good night, my wife. Lin Feng said. Hubby, good night. Zhang Yuxi said. After saying that, Lin Feng turned around and went to the study. After Zhang Yuxi finished her skincare, she leaned against the head of the bed with a half-read book. Lin Feng's gentleness, Lin Feng's thoughtfulness, Lin Feng's care, all made her feel extremely satisfied. Thinking of this, Zhang Yuxi's mouth corners rose unconsciously. Yet, all this is my husband, so I have to become more outstanding, and follow my husband. Zhang Yuxi whispered to herself. The night gradually deepened. Zhang Yuxi's head became more and more groggy, and she fell asleep unconsciously. Seeing Zhang Yuxi sleeping on the bed, Lin Feng slowed down and tried to finish the documents in his hand, then came over to help Zhang Yuxi cover the quilt. Lin Feng breathed a sigh of relief, and then prepared to lie down next to Zhang Yuxi to sleep. But at this moment, Zhang Yuxi suddenly opened her eyes and rushed towards Lin Feng. Hubby, I want to hug you. Zhang Yuxi said while lying on Lin Feng's chest. Lin Feng was stunned, then reached out and hugged Zhang Yuxi. Zhang Yuxi hugged Lin Feng's neck with her arms, and her whole body was tightly pressed against Lin Feng's body. Lin Feng could clearly smell the faint fragrance emanating from Zhang Yuxi. Wife, did I wake you up? Be good, your husband is here. Go to sleep. Lin Feng said in a very gentle tone. Hubby, are you done? I want you to hold me to sleep. Zhang Yuxi said in a daze. Well, okay. You go to sleep now, your husband will come in a while. I just finished my work, I'm going to take a shower first, and then I'll come to accompany you after I'm done, okay? Lin Feng said. Yes, okay. Husband, you've worked hard, go quickly. Zhang Yuxi responded, then closed her eyes, and soon she fell asleep. Lin Feng saw that Zhang Yuxi was asleep, so he got up and walked to the bathroom. After taking a shower, he changed into a bathrobe and walked out. Zhang Yuxi hadn't woken up yet, so Lin Feng walked gently to the bed and sat down. Lin Feng lowered his head and kissed Zhang Yuxi's forehead, then laid down to sleep. Zhang Yuxi was also in her sleep, and she vaguely felt Lin Feng by her side, so she immediately lay in Lin Feng's arms unconsciously and fell asleep very peacefully. The next morning, when the sunlight shone into the bedroom through the curtains, Zhang Yuxi opened her eyes, stretched her waist, and then turned over. After Zhang Yuxi got up, Lin Feng also woke up. The two smiled at each other. Good morning, husband. Good morning, husband. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Well, good morning, wife. Lin Feng said. Husband, did you sleep well last night? It seems that you were dealing with work matters quite late last night, right? Zhang Yuxi asked. Wife, I slept very well. I took a bath last night and slept very soundly. Then I slept very soundly while holding you in my arms. Lin Feng said. Well, it's okay. Husband, I'll make breakfast for you. You slept quite late last night, husband, you worked hard. So I'll make breakfast today. Zhang Yuxi said. Wife, let me do it. I'm fine. I've slept enough. What do you want for breakfast today? Lin Feng said. Honey, please, please. Just let me make breakfast. I'm not that hypocritical. Mainly I also want my husband to taste the breakfast I made. Although it's not as delicious as my husband's, I haven't made it for a long time recently, and I'm not used to it. You make breakfast for me every day. This time it's my turn. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay. Then I'll trouble my wife. Lin Feng nodded and said. Zhang Yuxi immediately got up and went to the kitchen to start busying herself with breakfast. After Zhang Yuxi got up, Lin Feng didn't want to sleep anymore, just took a nap for a few minutes. Zhang Yuxi came out of the kitchen after seeing Lin Feng get up. Honey, breakfast is not ready so soon, why don't you sleep a little longer? Zhang Yuxi asked. I couldn't fall asleep after waking up. I'll deal with some documents. I haven't been to the company much recently because of the finals, so there are more trivial things. Lin Feng said. Okay, then you get busy. I'll call you after breakfast is ready. Then we'll go to school after eating. Zhang Yuxi said. Afterwards, Lin Feng sat on the sofa, drinking tea, holding the computer and began to deal with the things in his hands. After a while, Zhang Yuxi finished making breakfast and brought it out to the table. Husband, breakfast is ready, we can eat. Husband, are you done with your work? Zhang Yuxi said. Good, thank you, wife. It will be ready soon. Lin Feng said. Do we two need to say thank you? Silly husband, let's have breakfast after you are done. Zhang Yuxi said. Haha, it must be because of the hard work of my wife. Okay. I'll be there soon. Lin Feng said with a smile. Okay. Zhang Yuxi agreed. Zhang Yuxi saw that Lin Feng was done with his work, so he walked towards the dining table with breakfast. Chapter 1638 Golden Boy and Jade Girl. Zhang Yuxi brought out the food. After setting up the dishes, Zhang Yuxi poured Lin Feng a glass of milk and handed it to him. Honey, drink some milk first, then have breakfast. Zhang Yuxi said. Yeah, okay. Lin Feng took the milk and said. While eating breakfast, Lin Feng continued to deal with documents. Honey, haven't you dealt with the work yet? No problem. Zhang Yuxi asked when she saw Lin Feng was still busy. Honey, don't worry. No problem, just some trivial things. I have to go to school for classes and final exams later, so I don't have much time to deal with them. So take advantage of the time we still have in the morning to deal with them. After the exams, I will go to the company as soon as I get off. Everything is arranged, and when I get off, I can take our parents on a trip. Lin Feng said. Yeah, then I'll wait for you to make the arrangements. However, should we go back to see your grandparents first, and then take parents to travel? After all, we haven't been back to see the two old people for a long time. Zhang Yuxi asked. That's fine, then we'll find time to go see grandparents after the holiday, and then go play. Lin Feng said. By the way, wife, when I go to see grandparents, I want to buy some things for your grandparents and uncles and aunts. What do you think? Because grandparents and uncles live very close, since we're going to visit grandparents, we can bring some gifts. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, that's what we should do. We haven't visited grandparents and uncles and aunts for a long time, and it's what we should do. How about this, when we have a holiday, we'll go together. Lin Feng said. Yeah, okay. Then we've decided, but what gifts should we bring them? Zhang Yuxi said. Wife, don't worry about this, I'll take care of it. It's not holiday yet, don't worry, I'll take care of it when the time comes. As long as you go, Grandpa and Grandma will be very happy. Lin Feng said. Yeah, okay. Zhang Yuxi nodded and said. Zhang Yuxi and Lin Feng started chatting, and the more they talked, the more they got along, and they almost forgot that they had to go to school later. At this time, Lin Feng looked at the time, it was 7:15. Wife, you should go wash up and dress up after eating. I'll take care of these. Lin Feng said. Yeah, okay. Then I'll leave the rest to you, I'll go wash my face and change clothes. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, go ahead. Lin Feng nodded. After Lin Feng had a hearty breakfast, he had just finished his work, so he cleaned up the dishes. Wife, have you washed up? Lin Feng came to the cloakroom and asked. Well, honey, I'm ready now. I just need to change my clothes now. Zhang Yuxi nodded and said. Then I'll wash my face and change my clothes, and then we'll go to school. Lin Feng said. Okay. Zhang Yuxi nodded. It was 7:45. Honey, I'm ready. Let's go. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay. Let's go. Lin Feng said. The exam is at 8:30, and there's still more than half an hour. That's enough time. Zhang Yuxi looked at her watch and said. The two left the house together, and Lin Feng drove towards the school. Lin Feng drove Zhang Yuxi to the school, parked the car at the school gate, and the two walked into the school. The classmates were instantly attracted by the red Ferrari. Everyone also knew that it was Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi, the golden boy and jade girl. After all, Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi were famous figures in the school. So, many people looked at Zhang Yuxi and Lin Feng. When everyone saw Zhang Yuxi and Lin Feng walking into the school together, they couldn't help but talk about it. Wow, they are so handsome. Zhang Yuxi is so beautiful. This beauty is rare in the world. Oh my god, I dream of her being my girlfriend. If I could marry a boyfriend like this, it would be a blessing from 3 lifetimes. Yes, I really envy Zhang Yuxi. I envy her too. I'm with Lin Feng now. How can ordinary people like us compare with such an outstanding person like Zhang Yuxi? That's right, Zhang Yuxi is really lucky. I am also, not only can I find a boyfriend like Lin Feng, but also a rich man. I really envy him. Come on, don't you look in the mirror. Zhang Yuxi is the white moonlight in the eyes of us boys, a goddess level. That's right, so Zhang Yuxi is also excellent and smart, has good grades, is beautiful, and Lin Feng is not stupid, so don't fantasize. The classmates were all talking about it. Zhang Yuxi and Lin Feng walked on the tree-lined path on the campus. Zhang Yuxi and Lin Feng's status and position are there, and they are undoubtedly the most popular in the school. Many people stared at Zhang Yuxi and Lin Feng, while Lin Feng kept talking to Zhang Yuxi, and the two chatted very happily. Honey, we have an exam this morning, so our class has no classes in the afternoon. What about your class? Zhang Yuxi said. It's close to the end of the semester, and there are basically no classes. I have a professional course this morning, and I have no classes in the afternoon, so I can arrange it freely. Lin Feng said. Then we all have no classes again. Let's call Chen Kun and my girlfriends to have lunch together at noon today. Zhang Yuxi said. Because normally, if others have no classes in the afternoon, they will have to stay in the library or dormitory to review. After all, there are several final exams next. If you fail the exam, it will be troublesome to fail the course. But Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi are both top students, and their academic performance has always been the first, so they don't need to worry about the final exams of various subjects. They can easily get full marks, which is easy for them. Today is Chen Kun's birthday. So there must be plans for tonight. See if there are any activities, and then treat them to lunch at noon and talk about it. Lin Feng said. Today is Chen Kun's birthday. Then let's celebrate his birthday together. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, let's make arrangements after lunch. Lin Feng said, then make arrangements. Honey, I'm going to the classroom. I hope you have good luck on the exam. Zhang Yuxi said. Yeah, okay. Honey, see you at noon. Good luck on the exam. Lin Feng nodded and said with a smile. Honey, bye, Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Then, Lin Feng turned around and walked towards his class. Chapter 1639 Just Pass. Lin Feng had just left. Chen Kun, Su He and Chen Dongyan came over from the other side. Boss. The three people saw Lin Feng and called out. Lin Feng heard the familiar voices of his roommates and turned around. You're all here. Lin Feng said. Yes, boss. Are you treating us at noon? Chen Dongyan said with a smile on his face. Yes, where do you want to eat? Today is the second child's birthday. What activities are planned? Lin Feng said. Anything is fine. I'll treat you to dinner tonight, since you don't have classes in the afternoon anyway. Chen Kun said. Then let's have Hunan cuisine. It's noon anyway, so let's have a meal together at noon. The second child, it's your birthday today. No one has classes in the afternoon, so after lunch, we'll go to the supermarket to buy things together, and then have a party at my house in the evening. It's like having a birthday party for the second child. Lin Feng said. Sure, boss. Let's go to boss's villa. There's a bar, an open-air lawn, and all kinds of red wine and champagne. Ho ha, everyone can have fun. Chen Dongyan said. Then we'll go shopping after lunch. My sister-in-law and the others don't have classes in the afternoon, so it's just right. Su He said. Okay, thank you, boss. Then let's go to boss's place today. Chen Kun said. Eat, play, drink, and pay for whatever you want. I'll pay. Today is the second brother's birthday, I'll pay for everything. Lin Feng said. I'm so jealous. Boss, on my birthday, shouldn't I also? Chen Dongyun said with a smile. Damn it, you're in for it. Your birthday is still a long way off, let's talk about it when it comes. Lin Feng said. With boss here, are you still worried about having a bad birthday? Chen Kun smiled and said. Let's go, I'm going to take the exam first. We'll discuss it at noon. Lin Feng said. Then, several people went to their classes together to take the final exam. Noon. After the exam, Lin Feng and several roommates came to the bottom of the teaching building to wait for Zhang Yuxi. Later, Zhang Yuxi and several roommates came down from upstairs. Lin Feng saw Zhang Yuxi coming down and hurried over to hold Zhang Yuxi's hand. Wife? Lin Feng smiled and called out. Husband, how was the exam just now? Is it okay? Zhang Yuxi asked. Of course. No problem at all, full marks are certain. For me, it's a piece of cake, I finished it very quickly. Lin Feng said proudly. Yes, sister-in-law, some of us don't know how to do some questions, but fortunately the boss secretly passed us the answers. And we were sitting next to each other, so it was easy to copy the boss. Chen Dongyun said. The boss is super fast at writing questions. He had finished half of the time left. Later, he handed in the paper early and came out, and the few of us followed him out after finishing. Suhi said. Sister-in-law, you don't have to worry about the boss during the exam. If he doesn't know the questions, then no one will. Chen Kun also spoke up. You guys, you did very well in this exam. Go back and work hard and strive to be in the top 10 in the next exam. Li Yi said with a smile. That's a must. Boss, we will work hard. Several roommates spoke up one after another. Come on, you guys, you cheated to get into the top 10, right? If you weren't able to cheat, you would have failed the exam, right? Xiaoyu quickly complained. Ho ha, cheating also requires skills. We also copied Yuxi, but we were really scared just now because the invigilator suddenly came over. Suanna said. Yes, the invigilator for the subject we took today was very strict. He kept walking back and forth, which made me feel uneasy when I copied. Li Yi said excitedly. Zhang Yuxi saw that her roommates and best friends were all nervous, and she couldn't help laughing. That means copying really requires skills. You should stay calm. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Some questions are really abnormal. Fortunately, I have Yuxi's thighs to hold me, otherwise it would be terrible. Li Yi said. It's good to pass, I don't ask for anything else. As long as you don't fail the course, everything is fine. Xiaoyu said. Okay, the boss will treat you to lunch at noon today. I'm exhausted after the exam and need to replenish my energy. I'm hungry. Let's go to eat quickly. Chen Dongyun said. You have the nerve to say exhausted, we didn't use our brains, we just copied Lin Feng's answers, and the energy was not digested. Suanna said. Ha. Use your brains, how can you copy answers if you use your brains? Chen Dongyun said with a smile. Let's go eat. I have booked a restaurant. Let's eat Hunan cuisine today. After lunch, everyone will go to the supermarket to buy together in the afternoon, and then go to my house. Today is the second child's birthday, let's have a party together and celebrate the second child's birthday. Lin Feng said. Wow. Let's go to the villa to have a party. It's so lively today. Li Yi said excitedly. Kun, today is the birthday boy, you have such a good treatment. Then I will be responsible for ordering the cake. Suanna, the girlfriend of the second son Chen Kun, said. Of course. Leave this kind of thing to your girlfriend. We are not responsible for the cake and gift. Lin Feng said. Anna, we will go with you to order the cake later. Let the boys go shopping. Xiaoyu said. Let's order it when we go to the supermarket later. There is a nice cake shop in the mall. No hurry, let's go there after dinner, and we will go together later. Zhang Yuxi said on the side. Let's go to eat. I've posted the name of the restaurant in the group, you can take a look, and we will go directly there now. Lin Feng said. Wife, let's go quickly. Lin Feng turned to Zhang Yuxi and said. Well, okay. Zhang Yuxi nodded, and then walked towards the garage with Lin Feng. Several of Lin Feng's brothers and Zhang Yuxi's girlfriends also set off at the same time. After Lin Feng picked up the car, he immediately drove Zhang Yuxi to the restaurant. Lin Feng drove very fast. After a while, he arrived at the door of the restaurant and stopped. He got out of the car first, then opened the door and let Zhang Yuxi get out. Chapter 1640 Birthday Banquet. Wife, we'll eat Hunan cuisine later. I haven't brought you here for a long time. Lin Feng said while holding Zhang Yuxi's hand. Yes, I haven't been here for a while. The Hunan cuisine here is pretty good. I'm going to eat more today. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile while holding Lin Feng's arm. At this time, Lin Feng's brothers and Zhang Yuxi's girlfriends had also arrived. Let's all go in. Room 203, I booked a room. There are a lot of us, so it's more comfortable to eat in the room. Lin Feng said. Okay, boss. Let's eat delicious food and drink spicy food with the boss. Chen Dongyun said. Then, Lin Feng led everyone into the restaurant. After explaining the situation to the waiter took Lin Feng and the others to room 203. After arriving at room 203, everyone sat down one after another. Then, the waiter also brought a few menus and handed them to them. Look, just order whatever you want to eat. Lin Feng said. Boss, you are too generous. Sui looked at Lin Feng and said. Boss, we won't be polite. Let's have a serving of chopped pepper fish head, spicy chicken, and mapo tofu. Chen Dongyun said. Okay, that's it. I just happen to like it too. Li Yi said. You guys take a look at the others. Chen Dongyun said. Wife, what do you want to eat? Lin Feng asked Zhang Yuxi. One serving of stir-fried yellow beef, and lotus blood duck, potato beef brisket. Let's have these, see what else they want to eat. Zhang Yuxi said. You all ordered what I like to eat, basically the same. Suana said. You are all starving ghosts reincarnated, ordering so many dishes. Boss, today is going to cost a lot of money. Chen Kun said. Eat as much as you want, I'll pay for it. What are you afraid of? How about this, have one of the top 10 Hunan dishes in the restaurant. Then have one of the dishes they just chose, 2 servings of green vegetables, and a big pot of rice. Lin Feng said to the waiter. Isn't that too much? Xiaoyu said. Everyone is a big eater, they can't live without meat, you underestimate these people. Chen Dongyun said. You guys can eat, but we girls are okay. Li Yi said with a smile. Don't come on, I don't know about other girls, but you eat a lot. Chen Kun immediately complained. It's okay, everyone eat. Eat until you are full, order more if you are not enough, pack up if you have more, don't waste it, you can eat again in the afternoon, Zhang Yuxi said. Since everyone likes Hunan cuisine, order all the special dishes. Just place the order as you just said. Lin Feng said. Okay, please wait a moment. The waiter said with a smile. The waiter put down the menu and left. We won't drink at noon today, we have to drive to the supermarket to buy some food later. You can drink as much as you want in the evening. Lin Feng said. No problem, we don't have anything to do in the evening anyway. We can have fun at the boss's villa this afternoon. Chen Dongyun said. Don't go home until you're drunk tonight. It's Chen Kun's birthday anyway, so we can't avoid drinking. Suhi said. It's not even a holiday yet. Are you guys so crazy? If you get drunk, I can't move you. Suhi's girlfriend Li Yi said. Does everyone have no classes tomorrow? Do you all have exams? If you don't have anything to do tomorrow, you can have as much fun as you want in the evening. It's only one birthday anyway, let them have as much fun as they want. Chen Kun's girlfriend Suana said. Our class doesn't have classes tomorrow, and there are no exams scheduled tomorrow. But our class has exams scheduled in the morning and afternoon the day after tomorrow. Xiaoyu said quickly. Coincidentally, our class doesn't have classes either, so we can have fun tonight. Chen Dongyun said. Our class doesn't have classes, but we have exams scheduled in the afternoon. But luckily it's not scheduled in the morning, so we can sleep until noon, get up to eat and take the exams in the afternoon. Suhi said. Since it's the second child's birthday, let's have fun tonight. Just remember to take the exam tomorrow afternoon. Lin Feng said lightly. Yes, we girls don't have classes or exams, so it's okay. But you boys still have to pay attention. Remember to take the exam tomorrow afternoon. Sisters, remember to remind your boyfriends tomorrow. Zhang Yuxi smiled and said. It's okay, everyone can relax tonight. Don't go home until you're drunk. Birthdays are all about having fun. Chen Kun said. Long live the boss. Don't go home until you're drunk tonight. Chen Dongyun said. Okay, don't go home until you're drunk. Everyone shouted. You still have to be restrained. Don't drink too much, it's embarrassing. Lin Feng said. Don't worry, boss. We all learned how to drink from you. No problem at all. After all, I've been with you for so long, so I can drink a lot. Chen Kun said with a smile. This little bit of wine is nothing. Boss, we brothers can still drink well now. I don't know if we'll get drunk, but it's okay if we don't get drunk. Chen Dongyun said. Don't be so confident, brothers. The three of us can't drink as much as you can together. So he shook his head and said. Come on, you're bragging again. Anyway, I have a lot of wine, all kinds of wine, drink as you like today. Just don't vomit. Lin Feng said. Ha, if they vomit, kick them out of the villa. Let them sleep on the street. Xiaoyu smiled and complained. Can you bear to do that? I guess someone will feel bad. Zhang Yuxi said deliberately jokingly. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't bother to pay attention to him. Xiaoyu looked at her boyfriend Chen Dongyun and said proudly. Oh, I don't believe it. You said the most fateful words, but her heart is still soft, ha. I know this girl best. Li Yi immediately said with a smile. That's right. She has a sharp tongue but a soft heart. In fact, she feels sorry for Chen Dongyun in her heart. Suanna also said on the side. Everyone knows you very well. You just likes to speak quickly. She is obviously worried to death, but pretends not to care. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Xiaoyu listened to what her girlfriends said, but she just smiled and said nothing, because her girlfriends all touched her heart. Hey, we don't understand the thoughts of you girls. So he shook his head and sighed. I understand, so every time this damn girl is stubborn with me, I give in to her. Xiaoyu's boyfriend Chen Dongyun said immediately. Ha. There was laughter at the dinner table. Horizontal ellipsis. Chapter 1641, Dinner with Hunan Cuisine. Boss, this meal is on my account. I'll treat you today. You always treat us, but today is my birthday so I'll treat you. Haha. Chen Dongyun said to Lin Feng with a smile. Come on, I'll do it. It's your birthday today so I won't let you spend money. Besides, it's perfectly normal for me to treat you guys to a meal. Lin Feng said. Then I won't fight with you for it. Hey, thank you, boss. I won't be polite then. Chen Dongyun said. When have you ever been polite to me? Lin Feng waved his hand and said. Today is the birthday girl, everyone should give in to you. Today is your birthday, of course we have to celebrate it properly. Lin Feng continued to say. Okay. Come on, toast to the boss. Chen Kun raised his glass and said. Yes, boss, let's use tea instead of wine this time. Cheers to our boss. Cheers. Everyone shouted in unison. Ha. The dishes haven't even been washed yet, let's have a drink first. Li Yi couldn't help laughing. Yes, let's have a drink first, eat some appetizers, and drink tea. Zhang Yuxi also said with a smile. Yes. Everyone picked up the cup and drank it all. Zhang Yuxi looked at everyone's appearance and smiled. It's obviously a cup of tea, but it feels like everyone drank alcohol. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. These guys are very dramatic. Lin Feng complained to Zhang Yuxi. Then, the waiter pushed the dishes over. Each dish was served on a beautiful plate covered with a red cloth. This dish looks very beautiful. It smells so good, this dish must be delicious. So he smelled the aroma of the dish and swallowed his saliva and said. This dish is called chopped pepper fish head, this one is called fish flavored eggplant, this one is called fried lobster, this one is called spicy chicken, and the last one is called seafood salad. These are all the signature dishes of our restaurant. The waiter said with a smile. One of the characteristics of Hunan cuisine is that it is all peppers. It's delicious. It makes people drool just by looking at it. Li Yi said excitedly. So many peppers. Chen Kun asked with some confusion. Yes, they are all peppers, but they are all marinated with seasonings. And the peppers in these dishes are all processed. The waiter said. That's so troublesome. I haven't tasted this flavor for a long time. This dish must be delicious. Xiaoyu said. Everyone can eat spicy food, it's okay. Everyone, eat it. Zhang Yuxi said. Everyone picked up chopsticks and started to eat. Xiaoyu also picked up a piece of fish-flavored eggplant. It's so spicy. It's so spicy that my tongue is numb. Xiaoyu said. Eat slowly. I just ate a piece of chicken and it was so spicy. But it tastes really good. The more I eat, the more I like it. Ho ha ho ha. Suana said while eating. Xiaoyu nodded and started to eat. Honey, give me some drinks. It's too spicy. They can also drink some drinks to relieve the spiciness. Zhang Yuxi said to Lin Feng. Yeah, okay. Lin Feng responded. Then he waved to the waiter and asked him to bring a few bottles of drinks. Let me tell you the story of this chopped pepper fish head. Chen Dongyun said. Ah. What other stories can there be about chopped pepper fish head? Li Yi said with a puzzled look. He wants to talk about the method of chopped pepper fish head. If you don't know, you might think it's some myth or legend. Suana complained. It means the same thing. The method of chopped pepper fish head is very complicated. You need to chop the pepper first, then use a large spoon to scoop up the chopped pepper, and then stir it evenly with a spoon. Pour the chopped pepper into a bowl, then add appropriate amounts of salt, vinegar and other seasonings, add a little sugar, stir evenly, and stir evenly with chopsticks. Finally, pour a spoonful of soy sauce. Finally, add a spoonful of vinegar. This is the chopped pepper fish head. Chen Dongyun said with a smile. Pudgy. Silly. Chen Dongyun's girlfriend Xiaoyu laughed. What the hell? I thought you could explain it. Isn't this basic? Just look at Baidu. Suana continued to complain. Old 4, don't pretend to know something you don't know, okay? The boss is here, and you dare to show off in front of him. The boss is the real chef. Suhi also said. Ho ha, he wants to show off. Chen Kun laughed mercilessly. Since Old 4 is so good, then when we finish eating and go to the supermarket, we will order this dish. You can cook it for us today. Lin Feng said calmly. Okay, I think it's great. That's right, Chen Dongyun will cook this dish for us tonight. Ha, don't mess it up. Look forward to it. Everyone responded very enthusiastically. What? Don't. Boss. I'm just talking, I don't plan to cook it. And it would be a waste of ingredients if I cook it. Chen Dongyun explained quickly. Ha. Damn it, if I ask you to cook, it will probably be a dark dish. Lin Feng laughed. Boss, how can you bully me like this? How about Chen Kun, Suhi and I prepare a dish each? It's not like I'm the only one who can't cook. Chen Dongyun said with a smirk. Haha, I think it's okay. Everyone, try your cooking. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Yuxi, are you sure? I know Chen Dongyun's cooking best, and the dishes he cooks don't seem to be very edible. Xiaoyu complained. Yeah, Yuxi, their cooking skills are not good enough. Suhi's only boiled noodles are edible, the rest. Suhi's girlfriend Li Yi also laughed. Ho ha, how come you are so different from Raymond Lam even though they are brothers? Raymond Lam is a master chef. Chen Kun's dishes don't look very good, but they are still edible. But, they are always fried eggs with tomatoes, and those ordinary home-cooked dishes. Chen Kun's girlfriend Suana said. That's not good enough. At least I won't starve to death and can eat. Aren't home-cooked dishes all like these? Chen Kun said immediately. That's much better than the one in my family. Anna, just be content. Xiaoyu said. Chen Dongyun, why don't you let me enjoy a meal cooked by you? Then, Xiaoyu said to her boyfriend Chen Dongyun again. Haha, I'm afraid that what I made is a waste of ingredients. But I can do it for learning. Chen Dongyun said with a smile on his face. Ho ha. I don't know how but I can learn for you. Look, this sentence. Think about it carefully, it's true that emotional intelligence speaks volumes. Chen Dongyun's words immediately made everyone laugh. Chapter 1642 The Struggle Between Brothers. Oh, I don't believe you. You can only talk. Then hurry up, show your skills tonight. Anyway, it's your brother Chen Kun's birthday today, so you can show off. You guys decide what dishes to make, and buy them when you go to the supermarket later. Xiaoyu rolled her eyes at Chen Dongyun and said. It's decided. Second, third, and fourth, each of you prepare a dish tonight. Think about what to make, and buy them when you go to the supermarket later. It just so happens that I haven't eaten the dishes you cook. Lin Feng said silently. Is that so? Then let's cook together tonight. You can help evaluate, and whoever wins will be the last one. Chen Dongyun said. Then let's have a reward and punishment. The winner will get a reward, and the last one will be punished. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Just follow Yuxi's suggestion, there will be rewards and punishments. Lin Feng quickly seconded. Husband, what are the rewards and punishments? Zhang Yuxi asked. Yes, we have to agree in advance what the reward is. What is the punishment? In order to prevent them from complaining later. Li Yi said. Then you can mention whatever you want. As long as it is not difficult to do, we will definitely agree. Yes, come on, we are not afraid. One dish is no big deal. As long as we are not the last one, it will be fine. Chen Kun, Su He, and Chen Dongyun said one after another. Anyway, I think I should have one. These two idiots can't beat me. Chen Kun said confidently. It's too early to say that now. Just because you know it doesn't mean that you cook it well. Su He immediately retorted. Who loses and who loses, everything is possible. The main thing is what the reward is and what the punishment is. Chen Dongyun said calmly. Okay, then we will mention it. Yuxi, what do you think? Suana said. Zhang Yuxi turned her head and glanced at Lin Feng at this time. Let Lin Feng decide on this matter. After all, this is a fight between his brothers, Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. At this time, Lin Feng put down his chopsticks. It's very simple. The winner will continue to cook for us next time we have a meal together, and the loser will pay for 10 consecutive meals in the future. Lin Feng said calmly. Ha 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 ha. As soon as Lin Feng finished speaking, several girls at the table laughed. Absolute. Great. It's really great. Oh my god, I laughed to death. This trick is too powerful. Suana, Li Yi, and Xiaoyu said one after another. Husband, you are so funny. What's the difference between this reward and punishment? Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. That's a must. At least next time we have a party, I can be laid off. New chef online. Lin Feng laughed proudly. Damn. Boss, you are too mean. This reward is not fair. Chen Kun said. Ha ha ha. From this point of view, it seems that punishment is better than reward, right? At least I won't cook for the next party, Chen Dongyun said with a smile. Then I would rather be punished, at least it's something that can be solved by paying money, Su He said. You are right. This punishment is really nothing, but the place we choose for the dinner party may not be very good. And you will pay for our 10 dinner parties in the future, Zhang Yuxi said jokingly while looking at everyone. Ho ha ha ha. This punishment is so funny. We can eat, drink and have fun as much as we want at our dinner parties in the future, someone will pay for it anyway. Li Yi said excitedly. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next party. Xiaoyu said. Boss, you're awesome. Boss, your punishment is awesome. Look how excited these girls are. Chen Kun, Su He, and Chen Dongyun also praised helplessly. Okay, stop forcing yourself to smile, now I'm going to talk about the following things. In addition to the reward of cooking for us at future parties, whoever wins can take your girlfriend on a trip, I'll cover it all. Lin Feng said lightly. Wow, where can we go? Xiaoyu said excitedly. We can go anywhere. You can go as long as you want, I'll cover it all. Lin Feng said. Isn't that great? Summer vacation is just around the corner. Li Yi said excitedly. Kun, work harder. I want to go on a free trip, ho ha ha ha. Suana said to her boyfriend Chen Kun. Okay, I get it. It seems that we have to win. Chen Kun nodded and said. Boss, you are so generous. Chen Dongyun said. When has the boss ever been stingy to us brothers? So he responded. Come on. See which of my bestie's boyfriend wins the reward, and take her on a free trip. Zhang Yuxi smiled and said. Are the rewards and punishments clear? Of course the winner still has to help me cook when there is a party. But forget about cooking for us. Lin Feng said. Okay, no problem. Boss, you have the final say. When you said the reward was an all-inclusive trip, these girls were all excited. Several of Lin Feng's brothers spoke up. I really want to go to Hainan, I like Hainan the most. I love to go there too. The holiday happens to be in summer, it will be so cool to go to the beach. Yes, we didn't have enough fun last time. Several girls spoke up. Why go to Hainan? If you want to go abroad, the boss will take care of everything anyway. Chen Dongyun said. Abroad is also okay, there is plenty of time during the holidays. I don't have that much time during class. Suana said. Then I still want to go to Sanaya, Hainan, because I can go to duty-free shops. Ho ha ho ha. You can buy, no need to pay. Li Yi laughed. Smart Year, skincare products and cosmetics are all taken care of. Xiaoyu said. I can help you with these skincare products and so on. You can ask your boyfriend to work harder and think about what dishes to cook tonight. If you win, you can go to the place you want to travel. Zhang Yuxi said at the side. Ho ha, good. I must show my skills tonight. Chen Kun said happily as soon as he heard Zhang Yuxi say this. Okay, let's show our skills tonight. Ho ha. Chapter 1643 I won't go home until I'm drunk tonight. Come on, you three brothers. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Sister-in-law, ask the boss to give me some slack. Chen Dongyun deliberately said jokingly. That won't work, after all, my three best friends are here. We must treat everyone equally, you guys compete fairly. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Hey, boss, give me some slack. Chen Dongyun shook his head helplessly. Zhang Yuxi smiled. After all, Yuxi's best friends are here, it's impossible to give me slack. You guys have to rely on your ability. Lin Feng said. Tisk, can we go on a free trip? Yeah, this is too cool. All inclusive, all kinds of shopping, playing, eating, drinking. Zhang Yuxi's best friends said one after another. So, you have to ask your boyfriends to cheer for you. You can think about what dishes to make this afternoon. The answer will be revealed tonight. Who'll win? Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Ho ha. That punishment is too harsh. Xiaoyu said with a smile. Yes, the reward is a free trip, but the punishment is to pay for our 10 future dinner parties. Ho ha, what a sharp contrast. Li Yi also said excitedly. This is fun. Let's have more competitions like this in the future. Suanna said. You girls are happy. You are so happy with the reward, but the punishment has nothing to do with you. Chen Dongyun complained. That's right. Hey, after all, we men have taken it all. Chen Kun sighed. Don't go home until you are drunk tonight. Chen Kun patted his chest and said. Okay. Sui said with a smile. Let's all drink. Don't go home until you are drunk. Ha. Chen Dongyun said. Haha, I will definitely not go home until I am drunk tonight. But don't forget the dishes tonight. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile as she looked at her girlfriends. No problem. Sister-in-law, don't worry. I will definitely surprise all of you tonight. Chen Dongyun said confidently. Then let's eat and go to the supermarket to buy things. How about some barbecue in the afternoon? We can do it on the lawn at home. There is a sun protection point, so it won't be hot. Zhang Yuxi said. Sure. We all like to eat barbecue. Then we will have a barbecue here tonight. Chen Kun said. Okay, let's have barbecue here tonight. We will go to the supermarket directly later, and buy whatever you want to eat. You can prepare some more things, buy fruits and drinks, etc. Husband, you don't need wine, there are all kinds of wine at home. Zhang Yuxi said. We have all kinds of wine at home, so we don't need to buy wine. Anyway, let's go to the supermarket later, buy whatever you want, I'll pay for it. Lin Feng said. Okay. Zhang Yuxi said. Then are you all full? If you are full, we will go to the supermarket. Zhang Yuxi continued to speak. I'm full. Let's go, we'll go now. Yes, it's 1 o'clock now. After we go to the supermarket and buy things, it will probably be around 2 o'clock. Everyone spoke up. Then you men go buy groceries and so on, and we girls will buy cakes and afternoon tea. Suanna said. Then let's go. Zhang Yuxi stood up and spoke to the others. The boss is treating us today, so of course we have to treat him to a good meal. Several people said with a smile. Buy whatever you want. Let's go, wife. Lin Feng said while holding Zhang Yuxi's hand. Lin Feng and the others went out together and came to the parking lot. Then, Lin Feng drove towards the supermarket. His brothers followed closely behind. About 10 minutes later, they arrived at the parking lot of the shopping mall. Soon Lin Feng's car stopped, and after getting out of the car, they ran directly to the supermarket. Wife, you girls go prepare some desserts and cakes, and we boys can go buy groceries. It will be faster this way. Lin Feng said to Zhang Yuxi. Yeah, okay. Then let us girls buy other things. Leave the rest to the boys. Zhang Yuxi said to her girlfriends. Okay, no problem. Today is Anna's boyfriend's birthday, so let her choose the cake. We'll buy desserts and afternoon tea. Li smiled and said. Just let Yuxi pay the bill later. It's the second brother's birthday today, and I've paid for everything. Lin Feng said lightly. Boss, you're so cool. It's okay that you always treat us to meals, but I want my birthday to come soon. Chen Dongyun said with envy. Thank you for your kindness, boss. Ho ha ho ha. Chen Kun said excitedly. Come on, you just know how to flatter me. Let's go buy some groceries. Lin Feng said. Hey, hubby, let's go. Let's go order a cake. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Go ahead, see you later. Lin Feng instructed. Then Zhang Yuxi and her girlfriends ran to the cake shop. Lin Feng and his brothers also entered the supermarket and began to buy ingredients. They chose vegetables, fruits, meat, fish, beef, mutton and other ingredients in the supermarket. Boss, we have to have a good meal tonight. I've been starving during this period of time. Chen Dongyun said. I often take you to eat delicious food recently. Which meal is not delicious? Just had a big meal at noon, and he told me he was hungry again. Lin Feng rolled his eyes and said. Boss, this guy is jealous because he saw you celebrate my birthday like this. Chen Kun deliberately joked. Ho ha ho ha. You see through my thoughts? Sui responded with a smile. Can you see through it but not say it? It's not right to be jealous of such good treatment. Chen Dongyun said with a smile. You guy. Can any of you get this level of treatment on your birthday? I really admire you, the sixth brother. Lin Feng said speechlessly. Boss, my birthday is coming the month after the next. I want a birthday party that's a little more upscale than Chen Kun's, okay? Chen Dongyun said with a grin. Oh. Your requirements are quite high. Chen Kun immediately teased. Boss, don't spoil him. It will be good enough to give you a cake by then. Suhi also teased. What the third brother said makes a lot of sense. The higher the requirements, the lower the level will be by then. Lin Feng said calmly. Damn it. Then I won't say anything. I don't deserve it. Hey, boss, shouldn't the three of us be treated the same? Chen Dongyun said immediately. Then you still dare to ask for a birthday party that's more upscale than mine? You think we should be treated equally now? Chen Kun complained. Isn't that what you say? Besides, if the boss listens to what I say, he will really give me a fancy birthday party on my birthday, right? Chen Dongyun said with a smile. Dream on. Lin Feng said lightly. If you're listening to this novel on a channel other than Fanfic World, it means they downloaded and uploaded it without effort. We cordially invite you to visit our channel, Mundo Fanfic Novelis. There you'll find the original version of this story and you can explore many other novels of various genres. We're waiting for you to immerse yourself in a world of incredible novels. Chapter 1644 Ordering a Cake. Ha 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 ha. I'm dying of laughter. Chen Kun and Suhi burst into laughter. Damn, you two are so stupid. You're laughing so hard. You're just fake brothers. Chen Dongyun said. Stop talking and buy things. What dishes are you guys going to make tonight? Have you thought about it? It seems that my reward of paying for your entire trip is not very attractive to you, right? Lin Feng said. Lin Feng and his brothers were shopping in the supermarket to buy ingredients. On the other side, Zhang Yuxi and her girlfriends were choosing cakes in the cake shop. Buy 2 layers. Then choose a 10-inch plus 8-inch one. After all, there are more of us, and the main thing is to buy a bigger cake to give Chen Kun some face, he. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Oh, what face does he need? We are together every day, and everyone knows what kind of person he is, so it doesn't matter whether it's face or not. Chen Kun's girlfriend Su Anna said immediately. The girls beside her nodded one after another, agreeing with what Chen Kun's girlfriend said. But that's what I said. Anna, since we girls are here to order the cake, we can't be so stingy. Let's order a big cake for Chen Kun, a 2-layer one, so that he can make more wishes. Xiaoyu said from the side. Ha 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 ha. That's right, that makes sense. Why don't you DIY a cake for your boyfriend yourself, Anna? Li also said from the side. Forget it. I'm afraid I can't eat a DIY cake with my level, and the appearance is not up to standard. Besides, we have to go to Yuxi and Lin Feng's villa after shopping. Just pick one for him. Su Anna said. Ho ha ho ha, it's all about the thought. Whether it looks good or not is one thing. Xiaoyu smiled and said. Oh no. The cake still needs to look good. Otherwise I can't eat it. Suana said. Then let's order a 2-layer one. Choose quickly, which style do you want? Zhang Yuxi said. 2 layers, then 2 layers. How about this one? How about this one? This one. And this one is not bad either. Zhang Yuxi's girlfriends all said one after another. Let's just listen to Anna, okay? Let her choose, after all, today is her boyfriend's birthday. I'll just pay the bill. Zhang Yuxi said quickly. No problem, listen to Yuxi, just do as you say. Let's buy some afternoon tea or something. Li Yi said. Then Suana began to choose a variety of cakes. Give me some advice. I'm a little confused about these 3 now, which one do you think looks better? Suana said, pulling Zhang Yuxi. Follow your feelings. Let me lead you. Li Yi hummed a song and joked. Hey, silly girl, is your brain poisoned? Anna, let Yuxi give you some advice. I'll take a look at the afternoon tea with Yi. Xiaoyu said. Okay, Yuxi will help me make a decision, and you can give me some advice. Which of these 3 do you think is better? Suana said. Okay. So Zhang Yuxi said, actually, I think these 2 are pretty, one is a fruit cake, and the other is white with blue embellishments. First of all, for boys, a birthday cake with blue as the main color is also okay, or it can be simpler. White happens to be simpler and more advanced. For fruit, it is a more regular style. If you like more fruit, you can choose it. But I personally prefer the simple style, which is mainly cream white with blue embellishments. It is simple but advanced. Anna, what do you think? It depends on which style you personally prefer. Zhang Yuxi said. The white one is also very beautiful. I like this one myself. Then let's go with this one. I believe in your vision. Suana said. Are you sure? If you are sure, let's reserve this one. Zhang Yuxi said. Well, I think this one looks better and better the more I look at it. For this one, even without too many decorations, the cake can be decorated very beautifully. And the patterns on the cake are very comfortable to look at. And the packaging of this cake is also more delicate. And the most important thing is that it smells good. And the cream here is really good. And there is also a very strange fragrance here, as if it is something called vanilla. This vanilla smell makes people feel refreshed. Suana said. Okay, the cake shop is so beautiful as you said it. Isn't it all the smell of bread and cream? Then order this one. Zhang Yuxi said. Then Zhang Yuxi immediately called the waiter in the store. Hello, we have reserved this one, 10 inches plus 8 inches. We want an upgraded version of the cream, the best animal cream. It will be delivered around 8 o'clock in the evening, and then you can calculate the price. Thank you. Zhang Yuxi said to the waiter. Okay. Please wait a moment. The waiter bowed slightly and said. Have you 2 chosen your afternoon tea? Zhang Yuxi said to Xiaoyu and Li Yi. It's almost done. Yuxi, do you think this is okay? Li Yi said. Zhang Yuxi walked over and took a look. How about this? No need to choose, all these afternoon teas are bought. Everyone can try it. Anyway, there are more people including the 4 of us plus Lin Feng. And it's a birthday party, so we can prepare more. Zhang Yuxi thought for a while and said. Damn, my goddess is so generous. Yuxi, why are you so nice? I'm a little jealous of Chen Kun. Xiaoyu and Li Yi said. Ha 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 ha. As his girlfriend, I'm jealous too, envious and hateful. Suana also laughed at the side. Ha 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 ha. Zhang Yuxi, Xiaoyu and Li Yi couldn't help laughing. Haha, don't worry, I'll be more willing to give it to you on your birthday. These are nothing. Zhang Yuxi said. Looking forward to it. What? Are we here for Yuxi's gift? Don't deny it, you are. Ha 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 ha. Several girlfriends said with a smile. Just laugh. I'll give you a surprise on your birthday. Girlfriends are meant to be spoiled. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, then we'll wait and see. Yuxi, you're awesome. Yuxi, I love you to death. I love you to death, too. Ha 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 ha. Several girls said with extreme excitement. Chapter 1645, Packing Afternoon Tea. Oh, alright. Waiter, pack up our afternoon tea. The price will be included with a cake just now. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, please wait. Excuse me, is the afternoon tea packed now? Or wait for the cake to be delivered in the evening? The waiter asked. Pack up the afternoon tea, pack it up and we will take it away later. The cake just ordered was delivered at 8 o'clock last night. Zhang Yuxi said. The afternoon tea must be packed directly, otherwise how can it be called afternoon tea? What is it to leave it for the evening? Xiaoyu complained quietly on the side. It's a dessert after dinner. Zhang Yuxi said. Ha 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 ha. Okay, that makes sense. Suana said with a smile. Zhang Yuxi came to the counter to check out. Hello, the total here is 2,659 yuan. The cake is 998, and the afternoon tea is 1,661. The cashier said. Well, okay. Zhang Yuxi scanned the code to pay directly, and then took the bill. The waiter just packed the afternoon tea and brought it over. Zhang Yuxi's girlfriends took the afternoon tea. Okay, let's go. Zhang Yuxi said. Then, several people walked out of the cake shop. Huh? Yuxi, let's buy some fruit. Li Yi pointed to the fruit shop and said. Well, okay, this fruit shop is pretty good. Let's buy some fruit and then go find Lin Feng and the others. Zhang Yuxi said. It's really good. Except it's expensive, there's nothing wrong with it. Xiaoyu said. Then let's go in. Yes. Zhang Yuxi nodded. So, they went straight to the fruit section. At this time, they found that the fruit section was full of fruits such as apples, pears, grapes, and mangoes, as well as some pineapples, cherries, kiwis, grapefruits, bananas, etc. Wow, Yuxi, there are too many of these things, right? And there are so many imported fruits. Xiaoyu couldn't help but say. This store is opened by a foreign fruit supplier, so their prices are relatively expensive, but they are indeed very delicious. Pick some and see what kind of fruit you want to eat. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Then, several people strolled in front of the fruit stand. The fruits in this store are quite fresh now. I want to buy some to make fruit salad. Do you want to eat it? Zhang Yuxi said. Wow, yes, yes. Of course I want to eat it. Sure, then add some yogurt and put it in the refrigerator for a while. Wow, that's simply amazing. Zhang Yuxi's girlfriends said one after another. Okay, then I'll make it for you when I get home later. I'll buy more fruits. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, we'll wait. Yuxi, you're really great. We're almost fascinated by you. Li Yi said. Haha, it's not as exaggerated as you say. I'm just average. I think I'm so great just by making a fruit salad. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Yuxi, you're really too modest. Xiaoyu said. Oh, you little bitches. You flatter me all day long. Zhang Yuxi said. PFFT, the fact is that you are really good. If someone flatters me every day, I would be willing to do that. Prove that I have the ability to get people to flatter me. Ha 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 ha. Suana said after hearing what Zhang Yuxi said. Ha 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 ha. You are really narcissistic to the extreme. Ha 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 ha. Li Yi said. That's right, you don't know, there was a period of time when I didn't dare to be narcissistic. But it doesn't matter now, because you are used to me. Xiaoyu said. Okay, stop chatting, and hurry up to pick fruits. Don't waste time. The boys will buy the ingredients later, and we haven't bought what we want to buy yet. Zhang Yuxi said. Yes. Several people nodded and started to pick fruits. This apple is quite fresh. This orange is big, tastes good, and has a beautiful color. I like this orange. And this grape, it's really sweet. This apple is my favorite, but I like durian more. Zhang Yuxi's girlfriends were chattering non-stop. Do you want to eat durian? Then buy it, I want to eat it too. Durian is just on the market this season, let's buy some. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, I want to eat it too. But I'm not very good at picking. Yuxi, can you pick it? Pick a few with more flesh. Xiaoyu said excitedly. This. To be honest, I'm not very good at it. Let's pick and try. Zhang Yuxi said. There is also this kind of fruit here, I like this strawberry. This orange is also delicious, I want to eat it. There is also this kind of strawberry, I like this orange. Li Yi said. Haha, silly girl. What do you want to eat? I can't even tell between strawberry and orange. Suana said. Oh, don't worry about so many details. Actually, I want to eat a lot of fruits. I like this kiwi the most, and this dragon fruit. Several people began to pick. Then let's have a little bit of each of the fruits we just mentioned. We'll have some barbecue in the afternoon, so buy more fruits to relieve the greasiness. Zhang Yuxi said. Great, then buy more. I like barbecue too. I haven't had barbecue for a long time. Me too. Li Yi and Xiaoyu said. Zhang Yuxi smiled and nodded. A few girls filled 2 shopping carts with fruits in the envious and jealous eyes of a group of salesmen. Let's go, I'll check out first, Zhang Yuxi said. Then, everyone walked towards the cashier. Hello, the total consumption is 1,890 yuan. How do you pay? The cashier said with a smile. Yes. What's jet payment? Zhang Yuxi stretched out her hand and scanned the code directly with her mobile phone. Miss, everything has been packed. The salesperson came over with a few bags of fruit and said. Okay, thank you, Zhang Yuxi said. Then Zhang Yuxi's girlfriends all took the packed fruits together. You're welcome, the cashier said with a smile. Let's go, Zhang Yuxi said to her girlfriends. Let's go find the boys. I wonder if they have finished shopping in the supermarket. Suanna said. Okay, let's go. Zhang Yuxi nodded and said. Chapter 1646 Have fun. Zhang Yuxi, Suanna and others continued to walk towards the entrance of the supermarket. After arriving at the entrance of the supermarket, the girls saw Lin Feng, Chen Kun and others waiting at the entrance of the supermarket. Honey, have you bought it? Have you been waiting for a long time? Zhang Yuxi hurriedly asked. No, just a while. We just came out for a while, Lin Feng said. Wife, you have ordered the cake, right? How many fruits did you buy? Lin Feng asked. I have ordered it. Let them deliver it to us around 8 o'clock in the evening. Huh? You bought fruits too, right? We bought them too, Zhang Yuxi said. Silly wife, I knew it. It's okay, there are enough fruits for today. You won't leave until you finish these foods today, Lin Feng deliberately said jokingly. We bought a lot of fruits in the fruit shop in front. I forgot to remind you not to buy any more, Suanna said. I bought several large bags of fruits alone. Fruits are more expensive than meat. Today's task is to eat more fruits, Chen Kun said. Yes, the fruits in this supermarket are delicious and taste pretty good. It's mainly because the boss remembered what his sister-in-law said and wanted to buy fruits, so he chose them directly in the supermarket, Chen Dongyun said. Haha, so that's how it is. Then we have to eat a lot today, otherwise it's a wasted trip. Right, we can't treat ourselves badly. Chen Kun, eat more, after all, today is your birthday. Right, whoever is at home should eat more, and the boss won't let you leave until you finish eating, several people said with a smile. Haha, of course we will buy a lot of delicious food. We will definitely eat a lot later. Let's drink to our heart's content tonight, Chen Kun said with a smile. Okay, several people said with a smile. I say, you guys, are you really not afraid of being full? A bunch of starving ghosts, Chen Dongyun complained. You are the biggest eater, how dare you say that? You are definitely one of the starving ghosts, you are the biggest eater, Chen Dongyun's girlfriend Xiaoyu complained. Nice retort. Don't you know how much you weigh? Boss, keep an eye on him tonight, don't let him eat too much, you are such a glutton, Chen Kun said quickly. Ha 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 ha. Everyone laughed. Ho ha ho ha, I knew it. I knew these people would say I can eat a lot, and now you call me a starving ghost again, Chen Dongyun said. Haha, that's natural. You are the fattest. Besides, you were the first to say that we were starving ghosts, Chen Dongyun's girlfriend Xiaoyu said. Hey, I have a good figure, what do you know, I am called tall, you know, Chen Dongyun said. You guys continue to flirt with each other. It's so hot, I'll have to watch you two bickering, Suhi said silently. Sprinkle less dog food, otherwise I won't be able to eat much at night. Li Yi followed up by saying. Okay, let's go home, take everything back, and have some barbecue in the afternoon. The weather is quite hot, you can mix drinks and cocktails however you want when you get home, Lin Feng said lightly. Okay, let's go home, Zhang Yuxi said happily. So, everyone drove towards Lin Feng's villa while talking and laughing. Oh, husband, I forgot to buy balloons and other things. After all, it's Chen Kun's birthday, how can we do without these? We still have to dress up a little, Zhang Yuxi suddenly said on the way home. Balloons, right? That's easy, we'll prepare them after we get home. Yes, we'll prepare them when we get home. We should have a lot of balloons at home, if not, we can buy some from a certain group and send them over, Lin Feng said. Well, I remember there were some, but there weren't those birthday balloons. Or I should buy some from a certain group now. Later, We girls can dress up together. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, listen to my wife. My wife can arrange it. Lin Feng said. After all, it's your brother's birthday, husband. And he came to our house to celebrate together. It was lively, so I thought I should do it better. At least I can celebrate Chen Kun's birthday with my heart. We are all good friends. It would be great to have a barbecue, eat, sing and drink together. Zhang Yuxi said. Yes, my wife is right. Wife, you are really smart. My beautiful wife is so virtuous. I feel that my wife really gave me enough face. My wife thanks you, and I also thank you on behalf of Chen Kun. Lin Feng said with a smile looking at Zhang Yuxi. Oh, husband, you only know how to flatter. Zhang Yuxi said with a smug look on her face. This is not flattery, okay? I really think my wife is good. Lin Feng said. Huh? Just believe what you say for now. Well, since we are all friends together on a birthday, of course we have to be happy. Zhang Yuxi smiled and said. My wife is right. Let's do it and have fun today. Lin Feng said. Okay. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Soon, everyone came to Lin Feng's villa. Let's sort out the ingredients first. You guys, come with me and wash these things. Lin Feng said. Then we girls won't participate. Honey, let's decorate the outside. The things I just bought in the car have arrived. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay, you go. We boys will be responsible for the things in the kitchen. Lin Feng said. Okay, let's go, sisters. I just bought balloons and other things. Let's go outside to decorate, so that there will be a birthday atmosphere. Zhang Yuxi said to her girlfriends. Afterwards, Raymond Lam, Chen Kun, Su Hui, Chen Donggan and others were busy in the kitchen, preparing for the barbecue this afternoon and dinner tonight. Zhang Yuxi, Xiaoyu, Su Anna, Li Yi and others were outside playing with balloons, decorating the birthday party together. We girls prefer these things that have a sense of ceremony and atmosphere, while boys are more excited and don't care that much. So, we have to decorate the birthday party to make it look good today, so that we can look good in photos. Zhang Yuxi waved the balloons in the air. Ha 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 ha. Okay, let's play until the early morning today. Li Yi also said, holding up the balloons in her hand. I agree too. It's been a long time since we played together until late at night. Su Anna and Xiaoyu said in unison. Well, then let's play until the early morning today. Li Yi shouted excitedly. You forget everything when you're excited, right? You let loose at the end of the semester? Let's first see if we have the final exam tomorrow. If everyone plays until midnight, it will be terrible for the exam the next day. Zhang Yuxi said. Ho ha ho ha. Everyone laughed after hearing what Zhang Yuxi said. Chapter 1647 Girls' Party. Yuxi, what you said seems to make sense. Why don't we stop playing for now and play tomorrow? Yes, let's think about it first. What if we fail the exam? Li Yi said quickly. Yes, I still want to graduate successfully. I don't want to fail the exam. Su Anna said. Ho ha, don't be afraid or panic. If you fail the exam, at most we can take the makeup exam together. Xiaoyu said indifferently. Okay, let's see if there are any exams tomorrow. If there are no exams and no classes, you can play whatever you want. You can play until dawn. Anyway, there is a place for you to sleep here. Zhang Yuxi said. It seems that there are no exams and no classes. I looked at today's courses yesterday, and there is nothing arranged anyway. You should prepare for the exams and review by yourself. Xiaoyu said. Really? I didn't look at it. That's great, we can have fun. Li Yi said excitedly. But I don't know what's going on with the boys. I don't know if their class has exams or classes. Su Anna said. Zhang Yuxi and a few of her besties were chatting while playing with balloons. Everyone wanted to have a good time during Chen Kun's birthday party. However, they were stuck in arranging final exams recently. So, the girls were chattering about whether there would be exams tomorrow. When the final exams are approaching, there are basically no classes. Everyone is arranging their own time, preparing for review and so on. Then, these final exams are simply a piece of cake for Lin Feng and Zhang Yuxi, so they don't need any preparation or review at all. Just do it as usual, and it's just as easy. Why don't we ask the boys if they have exams tomorrow? Then you can play as late as you want tonight. Anyway, we have a place for you to stay. Zhang Yuxi said. Hearing her words, Zhang Yuxi's besties nodded one after another. Yes, anyway, Our class doesn't have any exams or classes tomorrow. So the most important thing is to look at the boys' class. Li spoke up next. I don't know. When we went shopping today, the boys were still talking about something. Something like not going home until we're drunk tonight. Then there shouldn't be any exams. Xiaoyu spoke up silently. Who cares about them? If they have classes or exams, let them go early. We girls can still have fun. Girls' party, ho ha ho ha. Suana smiled and said. Not bad, it's already going crazy. Zhang Yuxi smiled and joked, since you all have a restless heart now, then you can have fun as much as you want. Sleep until you wake up naturally tomorrow, and then we'll go eat together. Great, that's great. Ho ha ho ha, turn the birthday party into girls' party. 6666. Everyone nodded in agreement. Then they began to discuss which restaurant to go to for a good meal. What's good food nearby? Let's go shopping together. How about this one? Yes, the barbecue here tastes really good. The milk tea here tastes great too. Everyone kept looking for gourmet restaurants online and discussing the advantages of these restaurants. Zhang Yuxi couldn't help laughing when she saw everyone discussing so enthusiastically about the various issues of the gourmet restaurants. These girlfriends are really foodies. Yuxi, what are you laughing at? Which delicious restaurant do you think we should go to for food tomorrow? Li said with a smile. Oh, don't mention it. We're going to a bar tomorrow. I've been thinking about which bar to go to for a drink recently. But I still don't know which one to go to after thinking for a long time. You guys come up with some ideas for me. Xiaoyu said. Bar. 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 Everyone said with surprise. After hearing what her girlfriend said, Zhang Yuxi was stunned for a moment. She really didn't know anything about this place. After all, she had never been there, and the main reason was that she had no interest in bars. And if a few girls went to a bar with their girlfriends, she thought Lin Feng would definitely not agree. Yes, it's the kind that's big, luxurious, and has a lot of delicious food and drinks. We can sit together, drink and chat, and then listen to music or something. Xiaoyu said. PFFT. Xiaoyu, you mean a quiet bar? I thought you wanted to go to a high bar. Suana said with a smile. I thought. Li said. No, that kind of place is so noisy, and I heard it's very messy inside. I don't dare to go with a few girls like us. Besides, Lin Feng won't agree to bring Yuxi with him, right? And it's not safe for Yuxi to go there. She's so beautiful. If something happens, we won't be able to explain it. Xiaoyu said quickly. Hey, I thought you wanted to go. So I left me out for a while, thinking that if you go, I don't want to go with you. Why don't we go to eat, drink afternoon tea and take pictures? Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Yes, let's go to eat and go shopping, and then go to drink afternoon tea and take pictures. Li said. Then tell me which delicious restaurant is more suitable. I don't have any ideas. Let's choose this one. Well, let's go with this one. After a few girls looked at each other, they agreed. This is it. Let's go here to eat tomorrow and take some pictures. After that, a few girls started to check the guide with their mobile phones. For this event, we are going to have a big meal, eat the best food, drink the best drinks, and have the most fun. Sisters are invincible together. Li said. I think so too. After hearing what Li said, everyone couldn't help but laugh out loud, laughing gorgeously. You guys, we still have to see if the boys have exams tomorrow. What if they don't have anything to do? Then we can go eat and play together tomorrow. See what they plan to do. Zhang Yuxi said. Whether they have exams tomorrow or not, we have to go. Anyway, we don't have classes. Li said with a smile. We think so too. I want to go too. I want to go too. We all have to go. The other three girls nodded in agreement. Hey, that's no problem, then it's settled. Then let's go to this restaurant for lunch tomorrow and then go to the movies? Do you have any movies you want to watch recently? Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Okay. It was decided happily. Chapter 1648. The thought is the most important. Zhang Yuxi couldn't help but smile when she saw everyone's happy faces, and her mood became very good. But, speaking of which, we have to work harder. The decorations for the birthday party haven't been finished yet. You guys are just playing with your phones to check for delicious food. Especially you, Anna. Today is your boyfriend's birthday. Zhang Yuxi reminded. Oh. Sorry, I forgot. My kun is sorry. Wait a minute, I'll order a bouquet of flowers for him online now. Boys can also receive flowers. After Suanna heard Zhang Yuxi's reminder, she suddenly realized. Well, let's order flowers quickly. Let's quickly glue these balloons. Zhang Yuxi said. I'll go order it right away. But, sisters, what flowers do you think you should give to your boyfriend? Do you think this red rose is okay? Suanna asked. Red roses, of course, we have to give red roses. Giving red roses shows that our relationship is very close. And red roses originally symbolize love, so you can't go wrong. Xiaoyu said quickly. Yes, send red roses. You can use that kind of black packaging, red and black are very elegant. Li nodded and agreed. Yes, it's the black packaging. It will look better this way. Suanna said. Yuxi, what do you think? I believe in your aesthetics. Suanna turned her head and looked at Zhang Yuxi and said. What? Silly girl, do you think that Yair and I have bad taste? Xiaoyu said dissatisfiedly. That's right. I know we have the taste of country girls. Li joked. Ha. Then you have the taste of a country girl, but I don't. Xiaoyu laughed while holding her stomach. No, you two also have very fashionable and high-end tastes. But, compared to Yuxi, this is not a little worse. Suanna explained quickly. Tisk. Anna's words are a little nice. A little worse than Yuxi, I admit it. After all, our Yuxi's vision is really excellent. Xiaoyu nodded and said. You guys are just talking nonsense actually. Sending flowers is a kind of thought. Chen-kun will be very happy no matter what. The thought is the most important. Zhang Yuxi said. Yes, the thought is the most important. Yuxi is so right. Li quickly agreed. And preparing gifts for boys is not as easy as girls. Look at the sneakers, they have a lot of them, and they have the more popular series. So it's really hard to give gifts to boys. Xiaoyu said on the side. I think so too. For example, we girls can give skincare products and cosmetics round after round. Girls have more choices. Li followed up. Yes, we girls have more choices. Suanna nodded and agreed. Actually, what we girls like most is that boys give girls gifts, which doesn't need to be expensive. But as long as the thought is there, I'll be happy, and it can show the sincerity of the boy. If you can satisfy the girl, then the girl will be very moved. Xiaoyu said. That's true. It seems that there is no need to buy expensive jewelry for girls, and girls also like simple gifts, such as a bottle of water, a card, or a piece of clothing, or a pair of shoes. And the gift given to the girl you like should reflect the other person's value and make the other person happy. Unconsciously, you have captured the girl you like, and that is the best way to achieve success. Li looked like an old driver, fiddling with balloons while talking. Oh, you are such a clever little ghost. You sound very powerful. Was you a man in his previous life? Zhang Yuxi immediately laughed and teased. Ha. You are just talking nonsense. So girls still understand girls. Li laughed quickly. Sisters, let's be serious. Then I'll buy red roses. Suanna interrupted. Ah. My aunt, why haven't you placed an order yet? Buy. Red roses, no more hesitation. Xiaoyu said. Anna, hurry up and place your order. Follow your feelings, buy whatever you want. Then ask the merchant to pack it and send it directly to you. There are many flower shops here, so it's faster to send it. Zhang Yuxi said. No. I'm just a little confused about whether to give red roses or sunflowers. Look, both of them are beautiful. Suanna said while holding her phone. Sunflowers. Red roses. They're both beautiful. Zhang Yuxi nodded and said. It's just that the words of these two flowers are different, and they are both suitable for giving to boyfriends. Zhang Yuxi continued to speak. Look at this silly girl's hesitation. Then give sunflowers. Xiaoyu said. Anyway, I prefer red roses. The black packaging looks so good. Why don't you buy 2 bouquets of flowers? Don't hesitate. Li said. Ha. Adults don't make choices. They take all. Xiaoyu laughed at the side. We are not children anymore. This is a game between adults. We won't participate. Li said deliberately jokingly. Ha, you are right. Then I will buy 2 bouquets, 1 bouquet of red roses and 1 bouquet of sunflowers. That will be fine, right? Anna said immediately. Ha ha ha. Great. Our sister Anna is great. Not bad. Xiaoyu said with a playful smile on the side. Oh my. Call me sister. You come to flatter me again. You are really naughty. Anna said. Ha 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 ha. Xiaoyu said with a smile. You are such a bad girl. Li Yi also said with a smile. Hurry up. Come over and glue all the balloons. We are really taking too long to do things. Zhang Yuxi urged. Meanwhile, on the other side, Lin Feng and several brothers were busy in the kitchen. Boss, I have washed all the vegetables. Chen Dongyun said. After washing, separate the ingredients for the barbecue and take them out later. Lin Feng said. Boss, should I go out and light the fire? We have almost prepared everything, we can start the barbecue. He said together. Old 3, go and light the fire, we can start the barbecue soon. By the way, take out the ice beer. Lin Feng said. Okay, boss. He said and immediately went out to light the fire for the barbecue. Chapter 1649 Two Flatterers. Soon, everything was ready. Second brother, if you want to drink something, you can go to the bar and mix it yourself. No need to do anything here for the time being, I can do the rest. Lin Feng said. I've been waiting for this moment for a long time, boss. I'll go now. Chen Kun agreed, and then turned and walked towards the small house on the side. After a while, He walked in. Boss, are you ready here? The fire is lit. He nodded. Okay, you start. You move all these ingredients out. Lin Feng said lightly. Okay. He responded. Then everyone moved all the ingredients to the table outside, and then took the tableware outside. He lit the fire, then found a bottle of beer from the refrigerator, put it on the table, and then opened the lid. Gululu. Then he raised his head and gulped down the beer. Old third, you're too impatient. Drink slowly. Drank half a bottle straight away. Lin Feng said from behind. Hey, I can drink quite well, just a little. It's mainly because I'm too thirsty. He said with a smile. Well, since you want to drink, just drink as much as you want. Anyway, there's plenty of wine. Lin Feng said. After that, Lin Feng walked directly to Zhang Yuxi's side. Wife, how are you guys doing here? Do you need my help? Lin Feng said to Zhang Yuxi. No need. We can handle these things by ourselves. And it's almost done, it'll be done soon. Zhang Yuxi said. That's it. Then wife, go grill it when you're done. He and the others are already grilling over there. The ingredients I bought today are all very good. Lin Feng said. Okay, husband. Zhang Yuxi nodded in response. Okay. Lin Feng responded and turned to leave. Wow. It looks delicious. Yes, the grilling skills are quite good. Xiaoyu said. Really? It looks really delicious. He nodded. Hearing Xiaoyu's words, Anna also followed immediately. Let me try it. How delicious is it? Anna smiled and nodded. She also reached out and took a piece of meat and stuffed it into her mouth. After eating it, she immediately gave a thumbs up and said with an intoxicated look on her face, it's delicious. This taste is really great. This taste is simply super delicious. Have you all eaten such delicious skewers? Anna looked at everyone and asked. No. This is the first time I've eaten such delicious skewers. This taste is really delicious. I didn't know it was so delicious before. Xiaoyu said with an excited look on her face. I haven't eaten such delicious skewers either. Today I finally experienced this feeling. Anna nodded and said. It's really delicious. Xiaoyu also had an amazed expression on her face. It's really delicious. It's really unbelievable. I thought there was no such delicious food in the world. I didn't expect there would be such delicious skewers. I really can't eat it anymore. Let's take them back now. We'll eat skewers tonight. Xiaoyu kept flattering. He sighed instantly after hearing what they said, because he knew his friends too well. Suddenly, the crazy praises now were simply not the Anna and Xiaoyu he knew. There was nothing else between them except mutual bickering. But now? They actually started to praise his grilled food crazily. He felt a little weird. You two are so fake, so fake. Keep flattering me, crazy output. If I hadn't been with you for a long time and understood you, I might have really believed it. Two flatterers. He said quickly. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Suana and Xiaoyu both laughed while holding their stomachs. We are a bit mean in our daily life. But I have to say that the barbecue you grilled today is very delicious. I'm really not flattering you on this point. Suana suddenly said with a serious face. Hey. I usually don't flatter, but if I really praise others, it is absolutely sincere and will never be fake. So the barbecue you grilled today is really delicious. I have never seen such delicious skewers. This is simply the best skewers I have ever eaten. Xiaoyu raised a thumb and said. So he just smiled and didn't say anything when he heard the two of them talking. Hurry up and call your girlfriend to come and eat, so that she will know that we are not flattering. Year, come here quickly. Suahi's barbecue is very, very delicious. Hurry up and try it. Suana waved her hand and called Lier. After hearing what Suana said, Lier hurried to the grill. Lier sat in front of the skewers, then reached out and grabbed a sausage and took a bite. Suddenly, the sweet gravy flowed into her mouth. Lier closed her eyes in satisfaction, and then had an expression of enjoyment on her face. It's delicious, really delicious. This is different from the sausages I usually eat. Lier said with satisfaction. Yes. I was also very surprised. I really didn't expect that Suhi could actually grill barbecue. It really makes us look at him with new eyes. Xiaoyu continued to praise. But I didn't expect that he had such a great skill. This sausage is pure meat, right? You can't taste any starch. Lier said. Look, this silly girl's implication is that the sausage is good, not my grilling skills. Suhi looked at his girlfriend Lier and said. Yes, that's what I mean. Xiaoyu said with a wicked smile. Lier smiled brightly when she heard this. What the hell? The good sausage is one reason. But the main reason is that my Suhi grills it well. Otherwise, no matter how good the things are, it's useless. Besides, not only the sausage is delicious, everything else is delicious. Lier immediately said in support. Hurry up and call them over to eat. Why is Chen Kun nowhere to be seen? Where did this idiot go? Suana said while looking for her boyfriend. Chapter 1650 Homemade Cocktails. He's gone to mix drinks. He's indoors, go to the bar and check. Suhi reminded. No wonder, I didn't see him. Suana murmured as she walked. Anna, go in and call them out. Otherwise the barbecue will get cold and won't taste good. Xiaoyu shouted from behind Suana. Is that so? Maybe it's really fake. After all, you're praising him so much, he might think you're not sincere. Everyone knows each other. Zhang Yuxi said slowly. Of course. I'll say it from the heart later. But it's really delicious, Yuxi, go eat with Lin Feng quickly, I'll go see Chen Kun, he's drinking again. Suana replied. Ha. Okay, it's Chen Kun's birthday today, let him have some fun. Zhang Yuxi couldn't help laughing when she heard Suana's answer. It's his birthday and he's the oldest, but now everyone is here for a barbecue, and the drinks he mixed haven't been brought over for everyone to try. I'll go check. You guys hurry up and eat. Suana said immediately. Yeah, okay. Zhang Yuxi responded and turned to go into the kitchen. Honey, are you almost ready? Do you want me to help? Zhang Yuxi said gently beside Lin Feng after entering the kitchen. Honey, are you done outside? Then go and have some barbecue, I'll be here. Lin Feng said with a doting look on his face. By the way, they said that Suhi's barbecue is especially delicious, honey, you should go and try it too. Zhang Yuxi smiled and said. Okay. Lin Feng responded after hearing Zhang Yuxi's words. I'll cook a few dishes tonight, and the rest is that they each cook a dish today, and the bet for lunch today. 8 dishes in total is almost done. Lin Feng said while washing his hands. Yeah, thank you for your hard work, husband. 8 dishes are enough. Since we had some barbecue in the afternoon, we probably won't be too hungry tonight. Zhang Yuxi said. Let's go, honey, let's go take a look. Lin Feng said. Then the two of them walked outside. At this time, Zhang Yuxi saw Suana standing at the bar, talking to Chen Kun. It was obvious that she was talking about how delicious the barbecue Suhi barbecued was. So, she and Lin Feng also quickened their pace to the bar and put their hands on Suana's shoulders. Let's go out for barbecue together. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Boss, do you want to try the cocktail I mixed? Chen Kun said from the side. Is yours good? I saw you didn't leave the bar after you came out of the kitchen. You mixed it, right? Then take it out for them to try. Lin Feng said. Hearing that Lin Feng had spoken, Chen Kun didn't say any other nonsense. He directly put the prepared cocktail on the tray and took it out, and then handed the glasses to Su Anna and the other three. Zhang Yuxi and Lin Feng also took their cocktails and sat down at the bar. After Su Anna and Zhang Yuxi sat down, they first took a sip of the cocktail prepared by Chen Kun. It tasted very good. And there was a strong aroma of wine, which was very pleasant. Zhang Yuxi and Lin Feng couldn't help but take another sip, and at this time Su Anna's eyebrows were slightly frowned. What's the matter? Zhang Yuxi saw Su Anna's expression and asked quickly. I just took a sip and felt a little spicy, but very sweet, and tasted very good. It's okay, Kun's cocktail making skills have improved. Su Anna frowned and said. Lin Feng also took a sip of the cocktail prepared by Chen Kun, then nodded and said, well, it's pretty good. It's mainly because the boss taught me well before. But I'm still far behind the boss's cocktail making skills. Chen Kun said with some pride. Zhang Yuxi couldn't help but take a sip after hearing their comments, and then felt a burning sensation in her throat. At this time, Lin Feng and Chen Kun also looked at Zhang Yuxi, and Zhang Yuxi nodded. Is this wine low in alcohol? Zhang Yuxi swallowed her saliva and asked carefully. After hearing Zhang Yuxi's question, Chen Kun shook his head and said, this wine has a very low alcohol content. Generally speaking, as long as it is not a strong liquor or a strong liquor with a strong aftertaste, there is no problem. Wife, how is it? Does it hurt your throat? Lin Feng asked with concern. Well, it hurts my throat a little. But it is sweet, so it's a little. Zhang Yuxi said. I think so too. What a strange feeling of spicy and sweet. Su Anna also laughed at the side. Let's go out and see them and have some barbecue. Lin Feng said. Then boss, do you want me to help? Chen Kun also said. What help? Just go out and eat. You guys have to prepare a dish each later. Lin Feng said. Okay, no problem. Chen Kun said as he took the prepared cocktail in his hand. Then the four of them walked out together. Boss, hurry up. Try the barbecue I made. They have been praising me for a long time. I don't know if it's really delicious or they are just giving me face. He said immediately when he saw Lin Feng and the others coming. Since everyone praises you, it means no one is lying. If only your girlfriend praises you, then it needs to be considered. Lin Feng stepped forward and said. Everyone laughed after hearing what Lin Feng said. Yuxi, try this grilled sausage. It's really delicious. Xiaoyu handed a grilled sausage to Zhang Yuxi. Yuxi, this meat slice is also delicious. Yeah, it's really delicious, better than the one sold outside. Yuxi, try this shark fin, I can guarantee that it tastes absolutely good. Yuxi, this beef skewer is simply amazing, I'm not lying to you. Then, Li Yi'er spoke actively on the side. Zhang Yuxi couldn't help laughing when she heard Li Yi'er's crazy recommendation of her boyfriend Su's barbecue. Okay, I'll eat them all, Yi'er can't wait for me to try it. Zhang Yuxi said with a smile. Yuxi doesn't know which one to eat. Eat the sausage I gave you first, it's really delicious. Xiaoyu said. Yeah, I'll eat them all, let me try the sausage to see how delicious it is. Zhang Yuxi said. Okay. As soon as she took a bite, Zhang Yuxi's face changed. Wow, it's delicious, it's really a surprise. End of this chapter. Thank you very much for reaching the end. Don't forget to like. Looking for more exclusive content and immediate access? Subscribe to our Patreon. Remember, every like, subscription, or donation encourages us to continue. Thanks to everyone, see you in the next video.